Oh boy. Oh boy, we got trial ahead of us.
Trial day.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Final trial day.
Alright, what do we got here? Because we met with the Mafia and...
You met with the Mafia?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the fucking fake Phoenix and his daughter, who was the creepy girl with the bandages that we met in the cafe for like all of about 2.5 seconds, are part of the Mafia.
Oh.
Okay then. Wait,
All
that's
right,
his
so-
daughter?
Gumshoe versus
no, I'm
Fake
sorry,
Phoenix.
I'm sorry.
Go on.
I'm sorry.
No,
The woman
it's
is
Lover.
fake Phoenix's lover. Didn't say wife. Lover.
Yeah, because she
The mafia
is.
boss's daughter.
Yeah, she's the mafia boss's Bruno Cadaverini's granddaughter.
Yeah.
And Don Tigre is just a dude.
He's just a dude that got hit by Violetta Cadaverini's car, but then she suffered like near fatal injuries, and Don Tigre, El Tigre, was like subjected to being part of the Mafia to pay off the bill and like be indebted to the family.
I'm still trying to figure out how Don Tigre on a moped effectively getting hit by a Rolls Royce.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how that balances out, but whatever.
Correct.
It's like the equivalent of watching someone with a tricycle get hit with someone with a monster truck, and the person in the monster truck isn't gonna die.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Good morning, Mr. Wright.
Good morning, Maggie.
Is your name Mr. Wright?
So what do you think is gonna happen today, sir?
Man, I don't know.
I have no fucking idea.
It's been a minute. I'm already losing it. Yesterday's session didn't go so well and ended on a giant mystery.
Mm-hmm. That's true. And we still haven't solved a single part of it yet.
Are you okay, Nick?
Huh? Yeah, of course.
I saw that little flash of doubt in your eyes.
No! That was doubt, that was, determination! Undertale!
Why don't I believe you?
It's nearly time. You better get going to the defendant's seat.
Roger, don't let me down, Mr. Wright. I'm counting on you.
Oh man, I can't wait to play this game for, 90 minutes, and then the court takes another 10-minute recess, and then everything all comes together, as it always does.
Is this the final day of trial?
This is final day.
Oh, cool. Perfect time to jump in.
Hey, pal!
Hey, Detective Gumshoe.
Quit stressing Maggie out. She doesn't need that.
How did you know she was stressed?
I was watching through the doorway. Like a weirdo.
Oh. Also, didn't you get in a fight with, like, the Mafia? Like,
Yeah, he won.
Like,
Yeah, it got better.
Yeah. He walked out better in that fight than he did when he ran a red light and almost died.
I gave him the old one-shoe punch. Get it?
Yeah.
Okay. You look like you lost the case already. Show a bit of confidence, pal. Here, maybe this'll help.
Oh yeah, the thing we gave him on the first investigation day.
Huh? Have you taken up aromatherapy too?
Not a million years, pal. Don't tell me that you don't remember this thing.
Come to think of it, that doesn't look like one of those aromatherapy bottles. But we found it in the box of bottles.
You think it's a big concern that it took days to get the results from this back when we legally have to finish this court case in 3 days?
And we can get fingerprint analysis in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
While not
That's whack.
having access to the proper technologies.
No concern there.
No concern. This is the small bottle that turned up at the Tribulations kitchen a couple of days ago.
Wow, look at all these little bottles.
Oh, they're aromatherapy oils. He's got so many, they're overflowing onto the floor.
Hey, wait a minute. There's one bottle that's different from all the others.
Well, what do you know? It doesn't have a label either.
And it doesn't smell.
Okay, Carrie.
We finally got analysis results back from the lab.
So, what is it? Is it poison?
I'm afraid not, pal. It's medication.
Medication?
Yeah, for ears. Topical use only, apparently.
There it is! For ears. You mean, you put it in your ear?
Yeah. It's the medication that Glen Oak was using for his ruptured eardrum.
What was Glen Oak's ear medicine doing in the kitchen? Victim's ear medicine found covered in unidentified fingerprints in the kitchen. Why didn't you identify them?
We can just do it in 10 seconds.
Why
Phoenix,
didn't you identify the fingerprints? Anything on that?
Someone screwed up. So they only had time to analyze the contents of the bottle.
Ah, great. Good.
So police negligence
Yeah.
resulted in the absolute exclusion of crucial evidence.
Yup.
Neat. Another hour and they might have gotten something on the prints, but
That's going to weaken its impact as a piece of evidence.
okay, pal, that's it. Make sure your defense is impregnable today, got it?
Sure.
Absolutely impregnable.
Today's
I want
journal.
no kids.
No kids.
I'm gonna expose that guy for what he's
Oh my
done.
god, it's Evil Phoenix.
Or my name isn't Phoenix, right?
It's Zen IHOP.
Yeah, do not. It's Zen IHOP. Do not get the defense pregnant.
Was there like a Sonic the Hedgehog versus
Rabble,
Shadow?
rabble, rabble.
Faker?
Not really.
You're the fake lawyer around here.
No, not really.
Fuck you!
I'm sure there is.
I'm sure it exists on the internet somewhere.
Court is now in session for the trial of Maggie Bird.
Again.
Again.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Copy number 1.
Ready and waiting as always, Your Honor, Kun.
Uh,
Very good. And then we'll get underway at once. Yesterday we heard the testimony of Mr. Victor Kudo. He
Yeah.
claims to have witnessed the defendant putting powder into the victim's coffee. However, the witness's testimony was plagued with a number of problems.
The mark on the rim of the cup shows that the victim drank from it with his right hand. But according to the old man's testimony, he picked it up with his left hand.
uh-huh.
Thank you, Mr. Gadget. Furthermore, according to the witness's account,
Inspector Gadget.
victim was listening to the radio with an earpiece in his left ear. Yet the victim's left eardrum was ruptured, which made him effectively deaf in that ear.
He's gone deaf.
It's amazing how many contradictions a single case can have, huh, Nick?
Yes. Mr. Gadget. Inspector Gadget.
Sorry. Allow me to enlighten you, Your Honor, Kun. The world you see keeps turning, and we must turn with it.
Uh-huh.
You've lost me already, Mr. Gogurt.
I just saw Kevin's comment.
Godot may or may not impregnate the defense.
Ooh.
Oh no!
Don't let the mysteries from yesterday. Don't let the mysteries of yesterday mystify you today.
Sure.
That was shocking. Only losers think like that.
Loser.
You gotta change with the times. It's one of my rules.
I don't think that went through. Are you implying that you've resolved these contradictions? You know the answers
You know
to
the answers
these
to
riddles?
these. Oh shit.
Your name's not
My gosh,
Judge.
Why does the game do this? Why does it constantly switch to a different character while somebody else is still talking?
I have somehow gotten used to it.
I also accidentally muted everyone who couldn't hear you for a second.
Oh,
I turned
no.
my headphones down. The old guy wasn't just throwing seed in here, he was throwing us off the set.
Okay.
And today, I'll prove it.
Very well. Let the first witness take the stand. May the real Slim Shady please stand up.
Please stand up.
Shouldn't he be in jail for, assaulting a police officer?
Yes.
And petty theft.
And petty theft.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he did steal. And you are?
Hello. Yes,
Hi.
I'm here.
Just in time.
Ah. Oh, bonjour everyone.
Oh, this is gonna be a time.
It is I. I am Jean Armstrong Zéonnet and head chef Le Très Bien. Restaurant Enchanté.
Oh, his butt.
Oh my
He's got-
God.
Butt lift.
He's got some joggers.
Some
Oh,
buns
duh.
in the oven.
He's wearing
That
Crocs.
is the theme.
Your Honor, I
Forgive me for asking, witness, but are you a woman?
man,
Homeboy's caked up, I'll give him that.
Someone kicked up on a Tuesday.
There's never enough.
It's Monday.
Frosting. Oh la la, monsieur. As you can see, I am le père and perky gentleman, no?
Just so French.
The judge discovered something about himself today.
Yep.
On the
I'm trying to test.
Colonel, I'm trying to testify, but the clap of my ass cheeks is louder.
I keep doing this.
You do have to stop
Oh, on the day of the incident, you were in Trabian's kitchen. Isn't that right?
I love the brain rot sound, like the brain rot music in the background. It's so good.
Yeah, I hope this doesn't last long. With you, monsieur.
Oh gosh. Huh?
What?
Everything feels right. Don't like that for sure.
Sorry, I'm coffee sexual. Wow,
He does
he's
take a-
totally unfazed. Doesn't anything intimidate this guy?
He
Yeah,
does
that
take like
wasn't
a big
intimidating.
snorful of his coffee every time he gets a new cup.
Can you imagine if you snorted it?
Yeah. It's a really messy.
Snorts the coffee grind.
That's the yummy shit.
Very well. Your testimony, please, witness.
God, here we go.
Please tell the court what happened that day at Tribien.
Oui. Well, French.
Yeah, fine.
French.
French?
Insert French here.
Insert French phrase. When it
This
all
guy's supposed to
happened,
be French.
there were 2 customers in my restaurant. I remember when I was experimenting with some new art decors that day. Like having a large mirror between the tables, for example.
Uh-huh.
Utilitarian.
Uh-huh. So
That's-
that's...
Those are mirrors?
Clue 1. Perhaps that is what the old man was looking at. His own big nose. The cup, the earpiece, and the glasses. It would have seen everything in reverse, no?
Well, that's, mirror?
Oui, un grand mirror. The most enormous mirror.
Rabble, rabble, rabble.
No, Sam, you mute.
I did mute myself. And suddenly the mystery disappears. Like I said, the world keeps turning, so roll with it.
Sir, this isn't Katamari.
That would explain the coffee cup and earpiece conundrum.
Yeah.
The mirror would have just made everything appear back to front.
What the heck? It's way too early in the morning for this to be happening to me.
I need some coffee.
Now then, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
Time's up.
Suddenly, Phoenix just develops a crippling coffee addiction. At behest of Godot.
That's my thing.
Hold
That's Pearl making it.
Order up.
And who were the two customers exactly?
Of course, the young man who died.
Tragic.
And the other not so young man who died.
You are referring to yesterday's witness, I presume?
What about the other man? Maggie says she saw at the table. Something tells me Mr. Armstrong isn't planning to disclose his existence.
We need some hard evidence first before we can bring him up, don't we?
I guess I'll just have to try a different approach for the time being. Like, maybe presenting evidence.
Or you know, threatening them at gunpoint.
Or slamming the table harder.
Yeah. Just until my hands just completely fall off from the impact. You're experimenting with Art Deco. How come I never heard about that before today?
You are not familiar with the language of interior design, monsieur? You put the item inside the wall.
Please stay on topic. Now, why didn't you tell the court about this before?
But I did, just a few moments ago.
That's not what I meant.
Excuse me, Mr. Armstrong. This deco you mentioned, are you referring to some sort of decoction?
No, Art Deco. It is a style of design. Your Honor. He's talking about interior design. Walls, ceilings, carpets, giant mirrors, that kind of thing.
Yes, of course, that deco.
I was trying to achieve a more feminine look for my restaurant. I was planning the most bold remodeling of la decor.
Hold it.
Magnifique.
Cease. How big of a mirror are we talking about here? Bofa.
Something about bofa. Bofa these nuts. Something about 4 meters wide and we about 2 meters high.
Let's see, if 1 meter is about 1 yard. Holy glass in a frame, that's huge! Oh my god, Phoenix. You had to do the conversion.
Bruh.
You had... Alright.
I'll be honest, I'm amazed he can do that.
I was intending to install it on the ceiling eventually. Think of that as you will.
The ceiling? Is there a mirror on the ceiling? I don't remember.
No. But I decided not to go through with it in the end.
Alright, well this is really helpful. Should I ask you more about the mirror? Yes. Oh, I hit leave it.
No.
Couldn't lie about such a huge object like that.
Bad gamer.
Get off the defense stand.
Fuck you, Nick! Fuck you, Nick!
I feel like those options should be reversed. Just like...
Yeah, based on how often we say press harder, yeah, sometimes they are. Which is really what screws me up. It's like the owl in Ocarina of Time.
Yeah.
where the developers maliciously, intentionally swapped yes and no from the rest of the game during this absurdly long tutorial.
God damn.
Oh, and it was different for each time as well. So,
Yeah.
like, if you tried to mash it the first time, then the second time you beat the owl. It's different.
Whoever the developer was for that section was an asshole, but I love them for it.
So the witness yesterday had seen the victim reflected in a mirror.
Perhaps that is was
no,
able
hold
to
it,
fit
hold on.
in
Press
that-
harder with the mirror. Hold on. How big mirror? How are we?
Big.
Big.
Well, at least we could just go back and fix it.
Alright, press harder.
Size of the Eiffel Tower.
5 hops this time.
You know what would have been funny if the options had switched in this?
Oh my god. If you really had such a large mirror in the restaurant, someone would have noticed it. But there's nothing about a mirror in Mr. Kudo or Maggie Bird's testimonies.
But.
You didn't ask, Tricune. You have only yourself to blame for such sloppy work.
Ugh. What?
A mirror was delivered to Trey PM the day before the incident.
I'm a lawyer. I'm not a detective. Really?
I'm a doctor, not a detective.
Yes, Mr. As Mr. Armstrong testified, he was carrying out some design changes.
Okay.
Prove that.
And as it turned out, he didn't actually use the mirror in the end.
What's the purpose of this whole conversation then?
So we had the mirror, but it
took
was
it
there,
down.
but no one saw it.
So did we just Shaggy Dog this? What the fuck?
This just
Like
doesn't add up.
school, where's the mirror?
Even if a mirror was delivered to Trebian, it doesn't prove that it was in the restaurant on the day of the crime.
If you want to doubt someone, Tricune, Trite, whatever, look in the mirror.
There was no mirror!
I can't. There was none in the restaurant.
I'm sure the person looking back at you will be dubious enough.
So the witness yesterday had seen the victim reflected in a mirror.
Perhaps that is what the mirror did.
Hold. Normally, I'd expect people to know the difference between a reflection and a real object. But Mr. Kudo is clearly not in his right mind.
Normally, how does normality come into this? That's lame, Tricune, even for you.
That's lame, bro.
Lame.
You're worse than lame, Mr. Tricune. You're cringe.
I thought I was cringe, but are you trying to say that if something isn't normal, it isn't possible? Is that it? Have you ever heard of the Joker? Where does that? Don't laugh.
Ultimate edgelord.
Godot. Where does this leave the
Porcupine.
headed lawyer and the top-notch chick over there?
Top-notch chick.
And the ungodly cool guy with the mask over here.
Godot is so fucking cringe.
It's cool because I am cool.
He's so cringe. Ah! Not the hair!
I do not have a top knot.
The hair.
He's correct. You're cringe, Phoenix.
That's it, Phoenix. Get my mallet.
Gladly. Crime is cool, Maya.
Crime is so cool.
A lack of normality is no basis for discounting an argument.
Yeah, strange women lying in ponds is also no basis for a system of government, but I'm not talking about that either.
Hey, that quote.
Bien. Logic has one lady.
Uh-huh.
Your
Sure has.
logic.
Hold it.
Logic chess.
Everything. He would have seen everything in reverse.
We.
Hey, Nick. We should take a second and think about what old CD said in his testimony.
How did he phrase it again? The boy was wearing the earpiece on the same side as the green lens of his specs. No question. You can lock me up if I'm wrong. It was his left ear, without a doubt. And then he used the same hand to pick up the cup. His left hand.
If he saw everything he described reflected in a mirror, then everything he said he saw on the left was actually on the right, huh?
And that clears up all the problems with his testimony, I guess. Or does it?
Is there something else that he said, maybe?
It's kind of hard to believe everything's the fault of a mirror, but...
Do you think all CD saw everything through a reflection?
If he did, it would explain all the contradictions in his testimony.
But that just makes the situation worse for Maggie. There's gotta be something in that old man's testimony. We've just gotta dig deeper.
Dig down. Alright.
When it all happened, Beckett.
Right, but we have the cup that clearly shows that he picked up the cup with his right hand, right? Yeah, hold on.
Yeah, but then Kudo said left though.
Right.
And they're saying,
but, like,
oh, he saw a mirror to explain that the guy picked it up with his right hand.
Right, but we know that he actually picked it up with his right hand because of the cup.
Yeah, the mirror is confirming that.
Do we know where Kudo was sitting again?
He was sitting across from the event, from the victim.
He was sitting on the bench.
So, like, oh yes, the weenies. Wait, we didn't actually give this back to Maggie. Is this gonna be like
for the best.
Is this gonna be like an end of the case kind of deal? All right, never mind.
So we just have bad weenies like in our fucking suitcase.
I'd like to think Phoenix is carrying that tray of weenies in like his interior coat pocket, so he's just leaking like hot dog water
Weenies.
out his shirt.
So it wasn't the cup. All right.
Objection denied. Smack his nuts.
Oh, right.
Smack his hot dogs.
Wait.
Smack him in the hot dogs.
Glasses.
Wait. He said he would have seen everything in reverse? But
like the mirror? Like
didn't he claim there was no
mirror?
mirror in the restaurant?
Yeah. So there was no mirror on the ceiling.
No, he said, like, did he put a mirror, like in between the two rows of tables?
That would have never... I don't think that came up, ever, that those were mirrors.
It was...
No, this was new information as of, like, 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
But, like, if it was a mirror, and it was mirrored on both sides, he only would have seen himself.
Yeah.
And he wouldn't have seen... the victim.
Unless it was the dividers had the mirror on it.
Wait, do we have the layout picture?
Yeah. That's the crime photo. Wait, okay. This is the crime photo. Okay.
So that divider is supposedly a mirror, is what he's saying.
No, the way I interpreted it was smack in the middle of the room and separated the two tables which we saw, the one where Glenold was, and then the two tables behind us that we have never really seen where Victor Kudo was. That's what I was interpreting it as.
Unless it was between the dividers, just acting as another divider.
Maybe.
Oh, so if it was dividing the aisle, then basically Victor Kudo is sitting, and then he looks sort of diagonally to his right, and you see sort of like an oblique angled look at Glen Elg, because he's sort of... The mirror is allowing him to peer around the partition, essentially, and spy on a private conversation.
So what you're saying is that he was sitting in, like, the top left instead?
Mm-hmm. Okay. And then looking towards the center of this picture, And because it's a mirror that allows him to peer diagonally and see the seat that's at the upper right. That's what they're claiming.
Okay, cause that. Let's see, cause this. So this table, not where Glen Elk is sitting, is where you're thinking Victor Kudo was.
Like the lower left invisible corner of this photo.
So the only issue I see with that is that Victor said that he broke the vase. So I'm just trying to figure out like what the orientation of this mirror is.
It would be helpful if they marked on the map that we have where Victor said he was sitting.
Yeah, that would be swell. Everything you would have seen would have been in reverse. What
Is that
wouldn't-
definitely where we need to comment on?
No. Perhaps having a large mirror between the tables.
Maybe that? I mean, where would people have walked if there was a mirror?
Like
between
present the
tables?
floor plans, you think?
Maybe?
Or the
Maybe.
photo, because what
It was
we
very non-specific.
and not a mirror.
Plus, the picture shows the middle of the thing. Where's the mirror? Shouldn't it at least be partially in it?
That's true. Wait, okay, so let's... Yeah, having a large mirror between the tables. Okay, yeah, so let's try
Like,
the...
police should have noticed a giant-ass mirror.
Yeah, let's try the photo first. That's not the right button. The photo first. No. Man.
This evidence clearly stated that I'm a dude.
Yeah, it's clear. This evidence clearly shows that I don't know what I'm talking about.
And I'm a Dingus McCringus.
Alright, so I'm gonna try the floor plans now. No. Damn it. Your Honor, I'm a dunderhead.
I think I have doo-doo symptoms.
I have
they're just being
doo-doo
super
in the brain.
confusing.
You know what?
Alright.
That argument is accepted.
Having a large mirror between the tables.
I mean, we could argue that nothing in there is Art Deco, but I don't think the game is that smart.
That's true. I feel like it has to be this, but what wouldn't have been in reverse if what Victor Kudo is saying is correct?
Oh, what about
It could be
the
Victor
photo
Kudo.
of Glen Elk, like his character photo?
By chance, it's not Victor
that's true.
Kudo when he saw this was looking at the mirror and then everything was reversed.
Maybe.
Because his portrait has it on Glen's own left side. See?
So then,
So if it's supposedly in reverse, then that means the HMD has to be over his
because the
actual
earpiece
right eye.
and the glass is not on the same side of his face.
Right, they're not all the same. They're not on the same side.
Oh, okay, and Victor Kudo only said that he picked up the coffee with the same hand as the earpiece. He didn't say anything about the HMD.
No, he said that.
Yeah, that's it.
He said it was all on the same
Hold
side.
on.
The coffee cup, the earpiece, and the HMD. Let's think back over Mr. Kudo's testimony for a second, shall we? The boy was wearing the earpiece on the same side as the green lens of his specs. No question, you can lock me up if I'm wrong. It was his left ear, without a doubt. So, to summarize, we were told both of the HMD and the earpiece were on the victim's left side. Now, if Mr. Kudo saw all that as a reflection in a mirror, it means both the HMD and the earpiece were actually on the victim's right side.
Exactamente. You see, monsieur, now that you think about it, it is not so hard, no?
No, it is so hard.
It hurt my brain.
Unfortunately, that's where you're wrong. That's where we run into a monumental contradiction with the facts. If Mr. Kudo really did see everything in a mirror, why is it that the HMD is now on the wrong side of his head?
Rabble, rabble, rabble.
Cake.
This word is confusing.
Order! Order! Mr. Red is correct. If the witness genuinely observed the victim reflected in a mirror, then we would expect the victim's eyepiece to have been over his right eye.
Don't give me that look, Godot.
How bitter.
Uh-huh.
Tricoon, you should have a taste of this bitterness. It'll calm you down in no time.
Are we talking about your coffee or something completely different?
Probably gonna get hugged in his face in a minute.
You don't understand the witnesses. You don't understand.
You don't get it, man. You don't fucking get it.
Yeah.
How he thinks?
Yeah.
You remember this, I presume?
I broke the vase. Sorry, apology. Mr. Kudo's sworn testimony.
Exactly. The old man has one very grievous habit, other than throwing seeds.
Being a pervert.
The more of an impression something makes, the more muddled his mind makes it.
Like a mojito.
And what's the
Yeah.
And what's the most striking thing about Mr. Elg?
Clearly, it's the victim's eyepiece.
And that's my point. The old man strikes again.
That is a flimsy argument.
What?
I don't
Mr.
even
Elg,
understand what he's trying to say.
Mr. Elgs made a big impression on the old man.
Did he now?
I don't know if you guys could hear that smack. I saw the earpiece and those newfangled spectacles he was wearing. Oh yes, they were both on his left ear to hear. His left ear. Well, Trikin.
What?
That's the worst but best impression of Kudo ever.
Phoenix, fucking focus, you idiot.
Wow. I really thought he was all seedy there for a minute, huh? That was good.
No, he's not.
Alright,
He's
what's the point of all of
He's
this?
neutral at best.
I must agree that yesterday's witness was irresponsibly rash in much of his testimony.
Bad luck, Nick. Looks like the boil of your the contradiction you found is just a rash.
Alright, that's enough out of you.
Okay. Want me to wait on the bike?
No. No.
Okay.
I still need you.
Okay. Thanks.
Summon your sister. She's useful.
I'd like to imagine Phoenix has not a sidecar, but a basket that can fit Maya. that he carts her around in.
He has a basket for Maya and a smaller basket for Pearl.
Yeah.
Are you sure it's not Maya driving the bike and Phoenix sitting in the basket?
Good
point.
I'm not sure.
This could just be like a reverse ET, where ET's just driving the bike and the kid is just in the front.
Okay.
So Pearl just walks to the office.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Pearl just she doesn't walk, she runs.
She runs.
She's.
She just runs everywhere.
The mirror can't be beaten
Naruto
by a
runs.
handful of seeds, nor can it lie. So, what exactly was the old man looking at? Fill us in, Mr. Armstrong.
Okay.
Go on, tell the court. We're all ears.
I can explain. Please, if you will look at the pans of the restaurant. There is the gigantic mirror.
The mirror.
There's a mirror.
The mellow.
Hello. Is everyone sitting comfortably?
Alright.
It is time to watch Beauty and the Beast.
Ah, yes.
The mirror. It was in the middle of the restaurant dividing the two halves. There is only one seat from which you could have seen an image of the victim. That was the seat at the table next to the victims. That was where the old man was sitting. After a terrible incident occurred, I moved the mirror so it would not be in the way.
What?
But naturally, I did not touch anything else. I did not even take one of these tickets.
Now the maze is going to be a problem.
I see no problems with the explanation we've just heard.
Of course you don't.
You don't? You don't see any problems with what he just said? None. None whatsoever.
I get it. He's blind.
Explains a lot.
Yeah.
From the table next to the victims, Mr. Kudo could not have seen the victim in the mirror.
What a naughty little coquette I am, confusing all the men like this.
He's just so French, it's repulsive.
Don't worry about it.
This is like weaponizing French.
Don't worry about it. I like croquettes.
We can keep up, except for the guy breaking out a cold sweat over there again.
I hate that guy.
You said you didn't touch anything else apart from the mirror. Are you quite sure about that?
Well, Auntie, of course.
But we already know that's false. We already know that's false.
Your cross-examination, please.
I'm not even gonna cross-examine. I'm not even gonna hold it. I'm not even gonna hold it. I'm just gonna present the lotto ticket. Damn it!
Nope. So smart.
I tricked you, Phoenix.
It's gonna be one of those things where it's like, hey, you press and then you find out what you did.
Objection denied.
Yeah.
Bailiff, you know what to do.
Alright, well, fucking...
Good attempt.
Alright, well, maybe I will hold it. Hold it! So, run this by me again. The mirror was here, correct?
We.
Really?
I like that. It was like a...
Because I know, if I were you, I wouldn't have put a mirror there. It would be in the way.
Look who's talking, Trikin.
Huh?
You're obstructing my view among other things.
But this is my seat in the courtroom. I refuse to believe Phoenix is sitting at any point in time during these court cases.
Trivian's charm is that it gives you the impression that you're the only customer. Temporarily placing a mirror in the spot would hardly be in the way.
It's because you usually are the only customer. Unlike you. Oh.
Unlike you, Trike.
God damn it, the game got me. Got him.
I tell you, monsieur, the mirror was there in the middle of the restaurant.
Alright, hold it.
For my eyes.
And where would that be?
In the middle, you fool. Oh la la. Look how you lean towards me. I always attract the younger boys. Maybe I should keep you in suspense a little longer.
It'd be hilarious if at the end this was all a charade and he was really a mobster.
Mr. Armstrong, tell the court what you know at once.
I attract the older ones too, you know, handsome. Shall I tease you too? Baguette.
Judge just busted.
Omelette du fromage.
This case is way over.
Oh, Dexter, say it again.
Omelette du fromage.
Oh, Dexter.
Good job.
Jesus Christ, this case is way too horny.
I'm already seeing a very hot someone, so I'm officially waiting for a long time.
Is he just seeing coffee?
It's his own reflection.
That cup of coffee.
I bet she has mocha cream skin and cappuccino perfume.
It's a body pillow of a cup of coffee.
I will tell you. There was
It's
only
an-
one seat from which you could have seen.
It's a completely white body pillow cover except for one regular sized cup of coffee.
2-scale cup of coffee.
A regular
coffee beans.
Ah, no.
It's
It's,
just a-
like a beanbag, but worse.
Oh god, no, it would be
That's clever.
No, it's a beanbag.
The coffee
It's a
beanbag.
coffee beanbag.
Coffee beanbag.
coffee
Oh, a
beans.
beanbag, but
With
with coffee
A
beans.
bag of coffee
Ugh,
slightly
hold
ripped.
it. Hold it,
That would be
everyone.
that would be too much coffee smell.
So why can you only see the victim from that particular seat?
My monsieur, it is obvious, no? If you look at the plans, you will understand. This is where you are, this is where they are, this is where no one is.
This is where I am because I am above you.
If you were sitting at the table next to him, you would see everything, no? You should have been sitting there.
There's another seat that could see all of it.
Oh, so that's the seat old CD was sitting on in there that day. When the poisoning happened.
Poisoning killed elk.
The old man was sitting at the table next to the victim? Why does that seem
Bruh.
kind of odd?
Watch there be like a second mirror or some
It's
convoluted
a
thing
mirror.
here.
It's two mirrors making an X in the middle of the dining room.
The entire room is mirrors.
Hold
Mirror
it.
actually rotates.
Did you move the mirror while Mr. Kudo was off calling the police?
Oui, exactement. I carried it out of the restaurant then.
I was about to say that I feel like that's an incredibly heavy mirror, and then I remembered about his biceps.
Yeah. You moved a huge mirror like that all by yourself.
What can I say? I've got the guns.
Uh-huh.
That's it. That's it.
Okay.
Hey, don't call me Armstrong for nothing, pal.
He breaks the French accent to say that.
Godot actually laughed at something. Call the police!
Somebody better call a veterinarian because these pythons are sick.
Can't have that classic.
Well, given the witness's physique, I suppose it is possible. He is caked up. Did you move anything else from the crime scene, Mr. Armstrong?
I look like the obliging type, no?
Oh. Oh, wait a
It's a
minute.
load
I'm
of zines.
a fucking stupid. I didn't touch anything else. He touched the small bottle.
Oh yeah.
God damn it!
Well, it looks like you were correct.
Time to wax some nuts again, doodah.
I think it has to be related
Time
to
to
the
wax some nuts
vase.
again, on the doodah day.
It is pretty strange, though, isn't it? I mean, nobody mentioned anything about a really large mirror. I think someone would have, but Maggie didn't, and neither did old Seedy.
And the only logical explanation is that there was no mirror inside Trivian that day.
Or that it was pirates.
Yes,
just-
mirror pirates.
Didn't this just lead us back into a loop, or am I missing something?
This will lead us back into a loop. Now I've just gotta
Okay.
prove it somehow. Ugh! Okay. Alright. I'm gonna see. This one, fucking whatever. Alright. What do we have? Alright, hold on. We're gonna press the last thing. Just in case it gives us any information. Are you sure about that?
Are you sure? I touched nothing except the mirror.
Bullshit.
Mr. Wright, is there something the witness has said that doesn't match the crime scene?
I swear, if it's present the prescription bag instead of the actual bottle that we found, I'm gonna be a little mad.
Do we have anyone who said that he took the lottery ticket? Like, do we
No.
have anything that proves he?
I don't think so. I mean, even though he said it in court last time.
Phoenix
fucking
Red Z.
Yeah, there is. I just can't put my finger on what exactly.
Suffering from a case of heartburn, Trican?
Well, something's burning, all right.
It's his dick, because he stuck it in the coffee cup.
Oh, I have just a thing for that. An oil with golden mirror and Frankenstein's.
What does he think he is? Jesus?
Frankenstein's?
Wait.
Frankenstein's?
Be careful, Phoenix. He's gonna try to crucify you.
You are not supposed to put essential oils in your drinks.
I'm pretty sure that would kill you.
Add a few drops to your coffee
You know,
and voila.
Watch it
Enjoy.
just be like coffee creamer, French vanilla specifically.
Isn't myrrh like incredibly toxic?
Probably.
I'm pretty sure it's a preservative for dead bodies, so
Pretty sure
yes.
Frankenstein was toxic too.
Frankincense.
Frankenstein wasn't. Well,
No, Frankincense. The Frankincense monster.
Honestly, he was a
frankincense?
shitty dad. That does make him toxic. So
Focus, Phoenix. Breathe. I need to ignore those two and just find some evidence.
It is pretty strange, though, isn't it? I mean, nobody mentioned anything about a really large mirror. You think someone would have, Maggie did it. It was probably mirror pirates.
Yar.
Definitely
I'm telling you,
mirror
it's the
pirates.
only thing that makes sense, Nick.
Alright. It's not gonna be this either, is it? It's not gonna be this, and then I'm gonna be mad. God!
Nope, man.
What the fuck, Your Honor?
let's do the time warp again.
Your Honor, save scum.
Your Honor, I'd like to reload my save.
Okay, wait. We've got the fucking crime scene photo taken near the kitchen. So if we check this, there is no giant mirror here.
Yeah.
Well,
And it seems
isn't the giant mirror separating the two different
Because
sections?
he moved it while he was calling the police.
How do you know
So
we're
it
not
was
taking
gone
the
before the police photo.
How do you know this picture isn't being taken through the mirror?
Yeah.
Wait. You know, if you pan out to the right, the mirror should be there because it separates the two different sides of the restaurant, according to what Frenchie showed us.
He said he moved it while they were calling the police, and this is the police photo. So it was gone before the police arrived.
No. This photo was taken. Wasn't it taken by Armstrong near the kitchen?
No, it's taken by
it was
Lotta
taken
Hart.
by the police.
Ah, Lotta Hart.
High five.
I'm Lotta Hart. High five.
Motherfucking goddamn Jesse Eisenberg. Alright. I don't know what's going on
What's
anymore.
the text before that text?
I don't know what's going on anymore. This is the first text.
Bailiff, neuter the defense attorney.
Oh
Where's
no.
where's the one that says?
Yeah, boss, I don't think I'm qualified for that.
Wait, stop.
Yeah.
You could have still seen the. No, that's stupid.
Yeah.
Bailiff,
Well,
Bailiff,
no.
do you have a pocket knife?
No, I think you might be right. I think based on how this was laid out, if they were sitting in the bottom right seat, they could still see the victim. God damn it!
Dang it, Bobby.
Shit.
Okay, Your Honor, how's about this piece of evidence?
No.
Okay, what about this piece of evidence?
Back to the nuts.
Nick, can you stop messing with time? My note's starting to bleed.
Alright, Your Honor, this is his social security card.
This is my gun.
Okay, first what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get wrist control. Kind of sense how I'm moving. Okay, and after that, you're going to want to pull out your gun.
Present the crime photo on the third statement.
What is the third statement?
This
shut
one.
up, Joe.
French.
This one.
Because the vase was broken.
Yeah. Oh, right, because the vase was broken, because it couldn't have been this table, because this was after the death happened, and Victor Kudo is out of the restaurant right now, trying to call the police, and the vase is still there. Right. Objection.
We did it!
This piece of evidence contradicts with the testimony we have heard, Your Honor.
Thank God.
Your
The
Honor.
crime photo? Sorry, it didn't pick up the first
Right,
time.
You're good. Yes, this photo clearly shows something that theoretically should not exist.
What on earth do you mean by that, Mr. Wright?
Should not exist. Sounds like you're describing yourself, Triken.
Godot, what the fuck?
Blow. Low blow, Godot.
Bro.
Low blow.
Bro, Godot.
Fuck you, Mr. Godot.
Your wife is dead.
Now then, if the defense would please clarify its statement.
Yeah.
Monkey.
Monkey.
That broken man.
The Mr. Monkey from the Steel Samurai case. I think it's pretty obvious that this is what should not be in the picture.
The vase?
No, the vase.
What possible
Rabble.
What possible connection does that vase have with the witness's testimony?
Your Honor, I'm telling you that there should have been no vase on this table. Because it very clearly contradicts with this piece of evidence.
Phoenix, there isn't a vase on the table, it's a vase.
There is one thing that was clearly demonstrated by yesterday's testimony. Mr. Kudo broke the vase that was on the table where he was sitting. And yet, as the court can see, there is an unbroken vase on the table, next to the victim. Why? Because Mr. Kudo was not in fact sitting at the table next to the victim at all!
Don't be an idiot, Tricoon. That's impossible. That seat's the only one Kudo could have seen the victim's reflection from.
Exactly! There is only one conclusion we can draw from this contradiction. There was no mirror in Tribulations that day. Your testimony, Mr. Armstrong, is an elaborate lie.
It's all just a waste of time.
This is all just a waste of time.
Don't try to confuse the court, Tricoon. Obviously, the witness cleaned up the vase. While the police were taking their time getting to the crime scene.
No! Unfortunately, Mr. Godot, that doesn't quite work for me. Mr. Armstrong already testified to the contrary, in his own words. I did not touch anything else, except the mirror.
Wow, that was really rude, Phoenix. Just, wow. That...
Low blow, Phoenix.
I think you need to go to some sensitivity training, Phoenix.
Stop thinking with your narrow-minded cultural assumptions.
Out of your snot insinuations.
We're canceling Phoenix, right?
Well, witness, what do you have to say for yourself?
Plead the fifth. Plead the fifth.
No, please do not.
Plead the fifth. Do it.
French sniffle.
I was right. There was no mirror in the restaurant that day.
And those are the pickles from last time, too!
Oh my keys!
Why hasn't that joke been made before in this entire game series?
The pickles from last time. Could you imagine holding pickles under your tongue for like a week?
Oh, the nausea I just felt.
In light of this revelation, we return back to the original problem.
Would you say we're in quite a bit of a pickle, Judge?
The same pickles from last time as well.
We are in the same pickle as last time.
Why did the victim have an earpiece in a pickle in which he couldn't hear?
Well, Judge.
You only get one shot in life. There's no turning back.
Godot, just can it, will you?
cancel
wanna
yourself,
claim
dude.
that mirror wasn't there, Tricun?
Prove it.
This problem is all yours. How do you explain what the old man saw?
If I can answer this, then I'll be that much closer to the truth. I can feel it.
Are you gonna be okay? Can you really solve this contradiction, Nick?
There's more than just this one contradiction, Maya.
What do you mean?
Remember what Maggie told us?
No.
There was another man at the victim's table.
Oh, okay.
And there was a sample CD on the victim's table. It all flies in the face of Mr. Kudo's testimony. And I think I know the reason why nothing in this case is adding up.
Because he freaking owes him money.
Because the mob is involved.
Yes, because everyone got paid off. Except for Mr. Kudo, who is still looking for a job.
Well, Mr. Wright, let's hear your answer.
Yes, Your Honor. The reason behind all the contradictions in Mr. Kudo's testimony is simple. The ear doctor made a mistake.
His doctor sucks.
That topical cream.
I
It doesn't work.
kind
The
of want to
victim
see.
was a phony.
I kind
His
of want
eye,
to see
ear,
what
and nose
this
doctor
answer is
was
gonna
really
say.
a foot doctor.
Glenn Elg is still
vote
alive and in this court right now.
I mean, if that's the actual answer, what?
I doubt it. I'm pretty sure the old man's just crazy.
Yeah, I think the old man's
I
insane.
think Mr. Kudo is just senile. Clearly, Mr. Kudo made a mistake.
He is senile.
You're the one who brought up all these conflicts.
And? Oh no! Phoenix has learned #1 rule of improv. Yes, and.
Yes. Oh, shit.
If
We're
you're
in
trying to
uncharted
tell me
territory
no
now.
man's made a mistake, we can wrap up this case right now with a guilty verdict.
How about it, Mr. Wright? Should I just declare your client guilty?
Is that the best you can come up with, Nick?
Oh! That
Oh.
wasn't correct!
He was a fucking phony.
Oh,
I'm
odds?
sorry, Your Honor. I was the one who made a mistake. I'm sorry.
he was a phony?
No.
What?
Shit. Please select that answer right now.
Alright. We're gonna
Thanks,
load
Gum.
we're gonna load up. We're gonna pick the ear doctor one. Because I need to know what is said in this
Yeah.
dialogue option.
Do it.
This is a non-negotiable. The ear doctor made a mistake. I believe we're looking at this the wrong way. It was actually the doctor's mistake.
He's the murderer.
What?
Yes, the doctor got the wrong ear.
What? Is this right? Oh.
Well, I believe you saw an autopsy report yesterday.
Oh my god.
What? Say the victim's left eardrum was ruptured and had medicine in it.
I'm beginning to wonder if it's not your eardrum that's ruptured, Mr. Wright. Bailiff!
This is no time to be playing with people's perceptions, Nick. And also, I'm getting really lightheaded from all of the time shenanigans. I think I'm gonna pass out.
Yeah. The victim was a phony. This was the one that I'm like, oh, that can't possibly be correct.
Let's do it.
Well, shows what we know.
This case is riddled with contradictions. Yet there is one very simple answer that clears them all up.
Hey, that man's a phony. And what is that?
The incident Mr. Kudo witnessed, and the incident the victim experienced, were two completely different events.
Yes.
Whoa.
What?
Yes, the victim that Mr. Kudo saw wasn't Mr. Glenelg at all. It was an imposter, a phony pretending to be Mr. Elg.
Oh my god, what?
Obviously, unlike the victim, there was nothing wrong with the imposter's left eardrum. That's how he ended up wearing the earpiece in his left ear by mistake.
I feel like if you bring this up in real court, you get laughed out.
Yeah, probably.
Good thing it's not real court.
There's literally no concrete evidence at this point.
Rabble,
Kate?
rabble, rabble.
Order! Order in the court! Settle down or I'll smack s***.
How dare you, Judge?
Why, Gramps? Why don't you clear out of here, huh?
Jeez,
Julie.
Godot is suddenly just an asshole.
What did you say to me,
shit.
Oh, wow, okay. What did you say, Laserface?
The judge is pissed.
Right. Are you saying that what Mr. Kufuck saw was a setup?
Yes.
Yes.
Someone pretended to be Glenog and acted out the whole coffee poisoning.
Wow.
All for the express purpose of creating a witness out of one Mr. Victor Kudo.
Get real, Triton. Why would anyone do that?
That's a legitimate question.
Yeah.
Isn't it obvious?
No.
A very illegitimate response. The thing Mr. Kudo was most insistent about in his testimony was, the servant girl brought him a Java Cheeto, but she put something in it. That's the servant girl, right there in the defendant's chair. I remember her well.
It's so hard to believe, but...
There was one and only one reason to show Mr. Kudo this fake poisoning. To show Maggie Bird in the act of poisoning the coffee.
Are you insinuating that the waitress in the old man's story was a fake as well? It's true there was no other customers in the restaurant at the time, but... It's also true the chef was there. He would have noticed what was happening.
No, he's been paid off.
There you go.
That's right. Well, witness?
Well, not paid off, probably blackmailed.
If your restaurant really was the scene of such theatrics, you would have known about it, correct?
Oh, this is most difficult for me.
Just answer the question. No, it's quite simple. All you have to do is testify. You are under oath after all. Was there, in fact, a phony at Tribulations that day?
When
The
has that
defense
stopped
demands...
It literally hasn't.
The defense demands that Mr. Armstrong tell the whole truth about what happened. Yeah, we've... Like, half of the witnesses in this trilogy are guilty of perjury.
Yeah. The defense's request for additional testimony is accepted.
Wow, that was the easiest the easiest request ever.
The bourbon kicked in.
That'll do it.
You will accurately explain in detail the events in the restaurant that day.
Oui.
Oui.
In the restaurant. La victim, Monsieur Elg, came to my restaurant alone. I remember the old man arrived not long after him. There were no other customers. When they got word they won the lottery, Elg became very excited. It was approximately 5 minutes later that the poisoning incident occurred. No, there was no time for a phony to do the acting.
Alright.
You're just stupid.
Stupid.
Just so we're clear, there was no mirror in the restaurant after all?
Je vous demande pardon. Forgive me, Your Honor. I was blatantly lying.
I was blatantly lying on the stand. Please forgive me. I'm sorry.
Contempt.
I lied because I wanted this mess to be cleared up quickly, which is the opposite of the justice system.
What you have just done is commit perjury, Mr. Armstrong.
Wow.
So that's
Wow,
your rap
that's
sheet.
actually the second
I
time
will,
it's come
I will
up.
decide how to punish you later.
I'm glad the
Don't
law
make a
applies
joke.
arbitrarily.
Okay,
Yeah.
For now, we will hear your cross-examination, Mr. Wright, if you please.
He took that perjury charge a bit too well. I'm guessing he'll be in more serious trouble after this cross-examination.
Ooh la la.
The restaurant. The victim. La victim.
Monsieur Elgay.
Was he alone at his table as well?
Oui. I saw him from the kitchen.
Yet the defendant, Miss Bird, remembers it differently. She swears there was another man at the victim's table.
No.
Unfortunately for you, Tretkin, yesterday's witness also testified that the victim was alone.
Fuck! I forgot.
You know, seeing you squirm like that reminds me of a certain coffee's bittersweet bite.
What kind of coffee has he been drinking?
Caribbean.
It's not coffee, it's love. It's love that's bittersweet. Hasn't he read any fanfics?
Hearing Maya say that makes her seem wise all of a sudden. Well then.
It's love.
By old man, you mean Victor Kudo, correct?
Oui. It comes often from my special coffee.
I drank your coffee once, Mr. Armstrong.
It's garbage.
It comes every day.
It's special, I'll give you that. It's worth a sip just for the experience.
You make me so happy, monsieur. You are most welcome any time.
I said it was worth one sip, nothing more.
So old Mr. Kudo arrived at the restaurant around the same time as the victim. Maybe I should ask about his arrival in more detail. What time was it? How many minutes after? I have curiosity about what time was it when Mr. Kudo arrived?
Oh no, I cannot remember, monsieur.
Oh no,
that is
I
convenient.
forgot.
Oh no, I forgot. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh
no. No.
Emma?
I forgot.
I believe
fuck,
you were
man.
told-
Sorry, was that supposed to be today? Fuck, man. Sorry.
I believe you were told by a witness yesterday.
The crime was reported at 2:25 p.m. by a kind of scary old man, sir.
Does that perhaps jog your memory, witness? Did that collective flashback jog everyone's memory?
It's not quite contradictory to the autopsy report yet.
Yeah. Wait. Yeah, he died instantly in an hour. Got it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Over the course of an hour, he died instantly.
The incident happened around 20 minutes after he arrived. So the victim must have arrived between 2 p.m. and 2:10 p.m., no? This is how time works.
Just after 2, huh?
Thank you for your help in jogging my memory, monsieur. You are a wonderful.
Ha ha! I can't sit here all the time and do nothing now, can I?
So you admit it.
The time of day will be added to the witness's testimony.
Oui, monsieur judge. Everything I do it for you.
Merci bien. That's French, right?
I'm glad at least one person is in a good mood.
He's even humming a song to himself. It's tearing up my heart when I'm with you.
Are you absolutely sure about the time?
When I think really hard, I am sure it was just after 2. We did that time I stopped serving the lunch menu.
Quite right. I always break for lunch when the restaurants are serving their specials. I've been known to wind up a case early just to make it on time.
Judge. Judge! I guess you should never get between
Arrest
the
him.
judge and his lunch.
Oh, would you look at that? It's almost lunchtime already.
Witness! Get on with your testimony, please!
We don't have much time.
We're running out of time! Hold it. So your only customers were Mr. Kudo and the victim. We have said this like 87 times.
We're like only 87 times to checking.
Yeah.
How many times do you need to ask the same thing, Trekkin? God, that was so mean. You'd never catch me trying the same blend twice. Am I right, fellas?
Huh?
You're trying to
Cynthia and everyone just looking at him silently when he's like, am I right, fellas? Crickets.
You trying to establish the presence of a phony victim in the restaurant? You're wasting your time. Still laughing at the crickets.
Yeah.
You can't grind birdseed to make coffee if you catch my grift.
I don't.
Grift.
I don't. But there's a hole in this testimony somewhere. I'm sure of it. What are we?
Grifter or not.
When he got word he won the lottery. Where was the fucking ticket? Where was the ticket? Winning lottery ticket. Right. Bomber. Millionaire Radio. Monday at 1:30 p.m. Huh. Uh-huh.
No, the customers, they like my soul.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. No, don't mind me. Don't mind. Objection! I'm afraid I've finally got you, Mr. Armstrong.
What do you mean?
At the time in question, the victim was listening to the radio with his earpiece. The show he was listening to was Millionaire Radio. Each week, they announced the winning numbers of the $500,000 lottery ticket.
Oui, that must be the show Elk was listening to. Monsieur, I suppose. Yeah.
I can't see any problem with this testimony, Mr. Wright.
I wonder. You said the victim arrived at your restaurant after 2 p.m., correct?
Oh shit. Oui, oui. I am sure of it. I remember it perfectly now, despite... I know it was that time, because I had just finished serving fuck.
Get to the point.
Hey.
Get to the... God, we're both like this. Get to the point, Tycoon, if you have one.
My point is that show is broadcast live at 1:30 p.m. and it claims to be the most thrilling 10 minutes of your life.
Story of my sex tape.
Objection, here's a false advertising.
I'm here at 1:30?
Now, supposedly, the victim made some noise when it was announced that he had won.
I won.
Oh!
And yet, I don't believe his cry of joy could have occurred after 2 p.m. Because the show had already finished more than 30 minutes earlier by that point in time.
No, that's not
No. This victim we've been told about has done nothing but the impossible. Listening to the radio with a ruptured eardrum, catching a show that was already over, there's only one conclusion you can draw from these facts. This victim was an imposter, acting out the poisoning 30 minutes after the real murder.
Rabble.
Yes, there were 2 Glenolgs in Trebian that day. What? The real Glenolg, now dead, having been poisoned by the real killer, and the phony Glenolg acting out the events for Mr. Kudo to witness.
What?
It certainly seems that way.
Now, where is Glenolg's body? That's the
Who's
real
the
question.
fake?
Fucking body.
And who's the fake
Glenolg?
What if it was the actual chef?
The fake Glenolg is obviously Bruno Cadaverini,
I can see it.
age 78.
Honestly, they could that could have given him time to switch the bodies out because then he, old CD had to run out to notify the police.
Yep.
Oh shit.
It gave him time to switch the bodies.
Well, no. Victor Kudo came in with the imposter. The body was already switched. Like, the body was already disposed of somewhere before Victor Kudo even entered the restaurant.
Okay.
I mean, if that wasn't the case, how would you explain the time discrepancy?
Quite a performance, Tycoon. You were almost on a roll. But sadly, you lack the rock-hard foundation of rhythm to build your song.
Ew.
Music theory 101?
No, not theory.
Let's recap. According to your imaginative theory, it's now just after 2 p.m. The phony elk is performing a play for the benefit of Mr. Kuda. And how do you explain that? Where the real Glen Elk is.
I don't believe I have to spell this out for the court. However, at that time, the real Glenelg was already dead. Yeah, Phoenix is like, yeah, I don't have to prove this. This is on you.
That's certainly the obvious conclusion.
Thank you, Tycoon. That's exactly what I was hoping you would say.
What?
Now I presume you can prove this theory of yours?
Yeah.
Can you explain where the missing corpse went to?
The missing corpse?
According to the old man's testimony, there was only one other customer there, so... if that customer was the phony Glen Elk. Smart. Then where did the killer hide the body of the real victim?
God!
Rabble.
Again, not my fucking problem.
The prosecution has a valid point, Mr. Wright. If your theory is to stand up to the examination by the court, you must provide us with proof by answering the prosecution's question.
Fine.
I guess I'll answer it.
Okay.
Leave me alone, Dad.
Where did the killer hide the body?
Yes, Your Honor.
In the kitchen?
Yeah, probably in the kitchen.
Yeah. No conjecture, Tycoon. Let's hear some facts for once. Show the proof. Show us.
Do it. Do it. Evidence.
The intense pressure in here all of a sudden.
Godot's just like, do it, and Phoenix just replies, evidence. I thought I had him with that contradiction. Turns out I'm the clown. But he's turned it all around and backed me into a corner instead. Oh no.
Oh no.
No.
Well, Mr. Wright, the court will now hear the defense's theory and evidence. First, where was the body of the real Mr. Elg concealed?
Inside.
Inside Trapian. It was fed to the pigeons in the park outside.
They carried it away.
Yeah, carrier pigeons. It would have been too dangerous to take the body outside. Obviously, the body must have been hidden somewhere inside Travian.
Interesting. But where could a body have been hidden inside the restaurant?
I think it's the lower left.
Perhaps you'd care to show us in the court on these plans, Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor. The exact location where the body was concealed inside Trabian is kitchen. Kitchen.
Oh.
The body was hidden here!
Oh no.
Yes.
I see.
Nice. Oh, what the fuck?
Supposition.
Nice supposition.
Thanks. I made it
It's like a
myself.
suppository.
But the real question is, can you back it up? Can he not be so literate?
Can you back up the
Yeah.
suppository?
Can you back it up good?
Oh, it was the medicine. The medicine
Yeah.
was in the kitchen.
Yep.
Oh shit, you're right.
Mr. Armstrong, do you recognize this bottle?
No, 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 no. I have never seen that ugly bottle before in my life. I use the very best bottles, monsieur. The highest quality only for moi.
That's strange.
That's weird. Too weird.
Odd.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
Oh my god.
You were like so in character that you were ready for dialogue. That just like.
That's strange.
Where was that bottle found, Mr. Wright?
Interestingly enough, Your Honor, it was found in the kitchen of Tribulations.
Eh. What? But I only ever use these bottles for my aromatherapy oils.
But
They
this
are
bottle
essential.
doesn't contain aromatherapy oil, Mr. Armstrong. No, it contains a medication.
What kind of medication?
I'm sure everyone remembers, don't they? That Mr. Elg was visited. That Mr. Elg visited in otolaryngological clinic and was given medication that day.
You can't be serious.
I am serious. The defense had the contents of the bottle analyzed, and I have the lab results here. The contents of the bottle matched the prescription that was given to Mr. Elg. Glen Elg's murderer hid the body in the restaurant kitchen, at which time this bottle fell out of the victim's pocket. Mr. Armstrong, when the incident occurred, didn't you say you were in the kitchen?
Oh shit. Mon Dieu.
Yes, you know what I'm about to say. It was you who hid the victim's body. You cooked it down into a disgusting stew.
Ew.
Ew.
Oh my god.
Oh my fucking god.
You did a fine
This is-
job
this is-
pretending to defend my client, Maggie Bird. However, you were setting her up to take the fall behind the poor girl's back.
No.
Rabble, rabble, rabble.
No, oh no.
No, unbased.
Order! Order! This is an extraordinary development. Witness! Did you murder Mr. Glen Elg?
Never. I could not do such a horrible thing.
I mean, you were
still
about to beat the shit out of a lawyer.
a piece of shit. Oh,
Good
what?
dose.
Oh, that was good though.
But allergic to drinking the entire coffee supply.
Mr. Golduck!
Smack.
Mac. Oh, Tim.
Sorry.
It's okay. The bitterness. Every time I get lied to, I always down a mug of coffee.
That's
Every day, huh?
Ooh, that's
Just
a
to
lot of
feel
coffee.
something.
That's a lot of
What?
coffee.
She does not like my voice. That's one of my rules.
Alright, that's
How many
the
rules do you
slightest
have?
idea how many cups
lot,
you've had by
apparently.
now.
No, because Jim's not here to count them.
Yeah, Jim is not here to count them, so we have no idea.
Then I like.
So you're gonna drink the person who lied to you, or
What?
make
I'm
them
gonna
drink a cup
drink
of coffee?
I'm gonna drink the entire witness, Your Honor.
She really did not like Mike's voice.
Permission granted. Bailiff, grab the blender.
And turn him
Like,
into a
take
disgusting
them.
smoothie.
Turn him into a disgusting stew.
We're turning him into hot dog soup.
Delicious.
Delicious.
It's basically what Phoenix has in
Listen
its
up,
jacket
Chef.
right now.
Yeah, the amount of the amount of sweat that Phoenix is producing with the lunchbox in his coat pocket. It's just hot dog soup now with some rice.
Ugh.
Yummy.
Ew, yike.
Sam.
No, she didn't cover this, I think.
Go, she did okay. God.
How about a brand new flavor in your ear, my H-deficient friend?
Je vous demande pardon. Please, you must hear me out. It is a trap. Listen to me. Por favor.
Por favor.
De nada.
Yo, Armstrong, and por favor is Spanish.
Please,
Oh my
shut the
God,
mate
please.
kudasai.
Please tell me he's fake.
Oh,
Please tell me he's a
Tuscatane.
fake Frenchman. He's not real.
Well, he totally is. His
Yamate.
name is Armstrong.
He's not real, just like France.
Thank God.
France isn't real.
my name is
France
Glenn
can't
Howard.
hurt you.
I'm only gonna ask you this once. Did you do it?
No. No, absolutely not.
Let's hear it. You've got one shot, right, Gramskin?
Nah, miss this chance to lose.
Witness, the court will permit you the chance to make one final statement. If you lie under oath again, Mr. Goldbat's coffee mug awaits you.
Golbat!
You get beamed.
I think he's
That
gonna
is my
grab the end of
gavel
it.
on your nuts.
My dog is freaking out whenever I talk like Godot.
It
So
is
give me a
clear.
minute.
What do they always say in the movies? I've got a bad feeling about this.
Okay, Han.
Got a
That's
bad
a
feeling
Star
about
Wars.
this, Hobu.
That a Star Trek
Phoenix,
reference?
right?
Very
Ewan
well.
McGregor.
Begin your final Mr. Armstrong.
Okay.
The confession. It is true, I hid the body in the kitchen. A man forced me to do it. I had no choice. I had to go along with it because there was a reason why I could not refuse, could you guess? But I did not kill him. I swear it. You must believe me.
No.
Oh, God, okay.
No.
Bailiff smack is nuts.
You were forced by who?
I cannot say, or I will be erased.
Let's try a different question then. When
Was it
Mr. Elg died, he was really the only person... Was he really the only person at his table?
There was
Another.
a man. There was another man.
I knew it.
Maggie was telling the truth.
Damn right.
You may cross-examine the witness now, Mr. Wright.
There's just one more thing I need to do. I gotta break this guy and get him to tell us the name of the real killer. D. Killer. Shelly D. Killer.
What?
Yeah, right. Alright. Get the body in the kitchen and force me to do it. There was a reason I could not refuse. You must believe me. There's another man. Hold it. Did you carry the body by yourself?
We. I carried him, and I carried Maggie too.
Maggie too?
When she saw the victim collapse, she fainted. I could not leave her there.
But why did you hide the bodies?
Hold it.
Man. A man.
A man. What man? Who was he?
A horse.
No, I cannot say. I fear for my life.
He's really scared.
It's fucking
You'll
the
just have
mob.
to put the words in his mouth, Nick.
Is it Germany? Is that who you're afraid of, France?
Yeah, you're right. If you won't tell me, I'll tell him.
But why would you go along with this man?
Hold it. Hold it. Hold it, hold it, hold it. And what reason would that be, Mr. Armstrong?
You know, monsieur,
Yes?
surely you cannot expect a young maiden to talk about such an embarrassment.
A maiden? You're a bit old to get away with that.
And a bit too male.
I can't finish the cross-examination without establishing his reason. So I'll just have to prove it. With evidence! Hold it. So you're claiming that all you did was hide the bodies, is that correct?
Oui, that's right.
If we are to believe you, Mr. Armstrong, you must tell the court everything. You must make clear the identity of the man who ordered you to do this.
He's already confessed this much. You might as well stop dancing around the real issue.
Yeah, but he really doesn't want to tell us who the killer is.
Then sock it to him, Nick.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Sock 'em poppers.
Bruto Cadaverini! El Tigre.
Adam.
Let's end this dance of Ring Around the Rosie, Mr. Armstrong. This is the man that you've been referring to.
Who is that? I feel like I've seen him somewhere before.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe a month ago in this very courtroom? This man is Furio Tigre. He's the manager of a loan office called Tender Lender. There's no point trying to hide the truth anymore, Mr. Armstrong. I know you couldn't go against Mr. Tigre. At least not while he had this on you.
Dead.
Dead. A $500,000 loan from a black market loan shark. And you had no way of paying it back, did you? That's why you were forced to do anything this man told you.
Oui, it is as you say.
Mr. Armstrong.
That Taguer. It told me it was going to use my restaurant for a business rendezvous. On the day in question, he was meeting the victim to demand that they repay his loan. And then he killed him. I don't know why it happened like that. I just did what they told me to do. I had no choice.
Wait, didn't we find the fucking MC Bomber virus playing in Don Tigre's CD player?
Yeah. Probably.
Okay, so somebody else probably sent out the computer virus because Don Tigre probably just was like, it's a CD. Let me play it.
I carried the body and the inconscient Maggie out of the dining area and into the kitchen. After that, I just tried to forget what I had seen.
I think we can now safely say that the man who forced your hand was Mr. Furio Tigre.
That man.
That man. The Yakuza.
I do have one further question for you, Mr. Armstrong. The poison and the lottery ticket that were found in the defendant's apron pocket, was that your doing as well?
No, I knew nothing about that. Making it look like it was Maggie who had done it, I was not. It is despicable.
Mr. Gonads.
enters. You wanna understudy? Well, Sam's dog is freaking out over.
Yeah, sure. Dot.
Will you summon this Furio Tigre as a witness? I doubt he can be arraigned today, but we will adjourn for now. Proceedings will continue tomorrow.
Objection in 3, 2, 1. Ah.
For shame.
30 minutes.
What?
What?
The trial will go on. I'll see to it myself, Baka. I need half an hour to get that guy on the stand. Not a minute more.
How the...
Don't sit back and relax yet, Trike-kun. No one knows if that chef is really telling the truth or not. This trial could still go on either way.
Sure.
Very well. Your request is granted, Mr. Gojo.
Mr. Galapagos.
We will resume once Mr. Tigre is ready to take the stand. Until then...
Alright, time to cross-examine myself. Let's go.
Now he needs to go get his lunch.
Court is adjourned for a 30-minute recess.
Yay, recess.
Oh boy, wall ball. Let's go.
Hell yeah.
Woo! Yo, Nick, I'm kind of fucking cracked at wall ball.
Alright. Bet.
Alright, $50 on the line now.
Alright, but if I win, I don't owe you the 100 from that card game last night.
Alright, deal.
Alright, let's do this. Let's finish this off.
No fair! You cheated! You tripped me!
I did no such thing.
So we're finally gonna see the tiger on the stand. We've almost got this case won now, Nick.
I wish I could agree.
Huh?
When I cross-examined Mr. Armstrong just now, he said he was just doing what the tiger told him to do. But Godot picked up on it, remember? He pointed out that without proof, we don't know if what he testified is the truth.
Yeah, he did lie like 5 times.
Yeah.
You mean you think Mr. Armstrong was lying?
I mean, he did lie like 5 times.
Yeah. What?
I don't know.
That's impossible!
The judge, for the first time ever, said that someone was guilty of perjury.
It's a big deal here.
It's a big deal around these parts. But if that's the line the prosecution takes, we could be in trouble. I get the feeling that we don't have the case-making evidence we're going to need. Oh, he's Gumshoe.
Our
Hey,
boy.
pal!
Oh, he's Gumshoe. Detective Gumshoe.
That's me.
What are you so jumpy about, Detective? Your hair's standing on end.
Alright, fingerprints are gonna be Don Tigre's or, Violetta's.
Did you give Maggie the weenies?
Hey, that's a pot on the kettle black, little Miss Top Knot.
That's not a top knot!
Never mind about the hair, just calm down, alright?
Everyone has weird hair.
I'm gonna
Honestly,
fight you.
I can't stand still when I don't have a job to do. I kind of get all wound up. Ah!
No kidding.
You just gotta have something you need me to do, pal. Anything. I'll yeet that sofa.
Well,
Sorry, yeet or eat?
either. I'll
That's
do
all
anything.
decide.
Just don't answer that.
If it's a job, I'll do it. Hey, I'm gonna take a jog back down to the precinct. I could get some prints analyzed for you if you got an hour, and I can maybe pick up some more weenies on the way back.
An hour? The trial will have reconvened by then.
But Nick, we still don't have a really decisive piece of evidence, right?
True. Without some kind of trump card to pull out of the bag, we're really stuck. You said you could get some fingerprint analysis done in an hour.
You bet.
Time to stall. In that case, would you mind checking the prints on this for me? my attorney's badge.
The lottery ticket?
No, it's got to be the small bottle with the unidentified fingerprints.
Okay, we give him the lawyer's badge.
Take
and
that!
he takes it back, and it turns out it has LT Gray's fingerprints on it. So it turns out he was Phoenix Wright all along.
You were the imposter.
Oh,
LT
man.
Gray was in fact a manifestation of Phoenix's inner demons. Who knew?
If you're going back to the station anyway, could you find out whose prints are on this?
Oh, hey, that's the small battle I gave back to you this morning, right?
Yeah. I think it's time we solve the last mystery of who the prints on it belong to.
Sure thing, pal. Actually, that's been on me too.
Small bottle given to Detective Gumshoe. Again.
Okay, I'll get this off to the lab right away. Just make sure you don't lose the case before I get back.
Time to stall.
And then I fade away like a ghost.
This is pretty much the final showdown, I guess.
The final.
It's time to separate the phoniest from the real guys. I being the real one and you the fake.
January
Faker.
8th, 156.
I think you're the fake lawyer around here.
Courtroom number 4.
I never said I was a lawyer.
You're comparing yourself to me? Ha! You're not even good enough to be my fake.
I'll make you eat those words.
You won't even get the chance.
Rebel.
Phoenix and I ever cite that to each other like every day.
You won't even get the chance.
Or we'll now reconvene.
What the? A ghost?
Court will now reconvene. Mr.
Ooh, is he
Geiger,
dead?
have you found the witness?
I even tamed it for you. It was a 3-cup job. No problem.
Alright, so Godot is at least like 14 cups in right now. Tamed him.
Yeah, but he...
The guy's name may be Furio Tigre, but come on.
Oh, Sam, are you back or?
I'm sorry, I'm also eating a biscotti. 1 second.
Oh! That goes great with coffee, just like Godot.
He's pretty live.
I can still understudy if Honey's still freaking out.
No, I've trapped her downstairs.
Okay.
Love her, but
I've trapped her in a prison of her own mind.
Aww.
Her mindscape just
A
snapped.
lot of inception.
poor BB. Yeah, no, she did not like those boys.
She doesn't like gamers.
She doesn't like
And
weebs.
incels.
She knows the truth. Weebs, get the fuck out.
She does not respect incels. She said, "Mother, what have you become?"
Needs consent.
He's pretty lively. Be careful, he still bites.
Ew.
Icky.
Ew.
Very well. Please show Mr. Tigre to the stand.
Mr. the Tiger.
Only the tiger?
Oh!
Don't hide under the table, Maya. Unless there's room for me down there too.
Yeah.
What do you say to me?
Would you fucking mind? But nothing. I didn't say nothing honest.
We could have guessed that
I
Fear.
didn't say nothing. Not nobody. Not no how.
We could have guessed that Fear would induce a bad Brooklyn accent in the judge.
Oh.
I got business to take care of. You hear me? So who the hell called me into this hole? Was it you, Spiky? No, of course not. It was the judge.
Mysteriously
So that's what his chair looks like.
Your Honor?
It's a nice chair.
Oh dear. I seem to have dropped my pen. Where on earth is it? Don't
Hey, how
mind
can I see you
me.
down here? This shouldn't be connected.
It's just a tunnel between the judge stand and the defense stand.
Oh my god, is that a slide?
Oh, just carry on with the proceedings as normal.
That's how the
This is
judge
awesome!
gets down. That's it. We're doomed. Maybe you didn't hear me. I said, who the hell was it that called me in here?
There's no need to shout. We can all hear you.
What do you say?
There's no point in struggling. You're caught in a snare. The relentless snare of the law.
Oh my god. The long claw of the law. Suddenly, you just hear like an eagle screech.
That's not an eagle, but that's like.
And I'm the one that hauled you in.
Too cool.
Don't let it get the better of you, Nick.
Man, the implied hiding under the table is so good.
Let's start with the basics.
I wish there was a separate like illustration of like Maya actually under the stand.
You know about the incident in question, correct?
Incident? I don't know nothing about no stinking incident, mask boy.
You mean you didn't attend the previous trial of Maggie Bird?
Maggie who? I got more important things to do than watch courtroom dramas.
Of course. Well, perhaps you could give us your testimony then?
Actually, I have an idea. Hang on. Let me know if this picks up. I'm actively crawling under my desk, so bear with me.
Oh my fucking god.
That's commitment to the bit.
That's method, dude.
Yes.
Please tell us about what you did on the day of the murder.
That sounds good.
Oh
Sounds
my god.
good. We heard it.
Phoenix Wright. You was the one who set this up, didn't you? You was gonna regret the day you ruffled the tiger's fur. You hear what I'm saying? Gulp. Maybe I should have brought a diaper with me today.
Phoenix.
Look, Nick, and also, ew.
Underneath the table.
The tiger's Alibaba. I don't know nothing about no murder. I was tied up with business in December last year. Spent all my money in my office. All my time in my office. All my money in my office.
I want his shirt to come off to desperately reveal that his skin is that red because of sunburn, and the rest of him is like pasty white.
I got whales lined up to borrow cash from Tenderlander every single day. You just wanna check my alibi? Just ask Violetta. Oh, he's back.
Let me get up. Hang on. At least I found my pen. Very well then, Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination. I'm going back. There it
is. Well, back to the dump. To the dump, to the dump, to the dump, dump, dump.
What is it? Please, witness, if you could refrain from shouting like that.
I know the kind of games that guy in the blue plays. That lowlife ain't no lawyer. He just punches away at stupid details till he wins. Well, lowlife? Me? Listen up, Smarty. Every time you ask something that doesn't relate to this case, I'm gonna bill you $50,000, and you're just gonna borrow the cash from me. That's one loan contract I refuse to sign. I don't think it ain't gonna hurt when you tangle with the tiger.
I love a good spectator sport. What?
Oh, wait. Getting up again. This is an exercise now. It's like I'm at church.
Take me to smoke.
Just a minute. That's really not.
When this bread is bread. When the bread is bread.
This is the mystery of bread.
Taste and see. Taste and see.
Let us proclaim the mystery of crumb.
Oh, this witness is. How can I put it? A hungry tiger roaming the
A horny tiger roaming the urban jungle.
I can't believe that picked up. I'm ashamed. Get on his bad side and he'll bite everyone's head off. Yours too.
Very well. I have no choice but to impose a penalty system here.
You must pay the penalty.
Pay the court fine.
I don't want to pay the penalty. I want to go home. You was better be listening. I said I got business to take care of. Big business. If I don't split now, I ain't gonna catch my bus.
This court will impose a penalty for any irrelevant pressing of witness testimony.
Ugh.
Keep that in mind as you begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
You can do it, Nick!
Come out from under there already, would you, Maya?
No, there's a slide down here. It's really fun.
Alright. Was tied up in business in December last year. Spent all my time in the office. Whales lined up to bar cash and kind of leverage. Okay, that's not relevant. Just ask Violetta. But, Violetta, you're talking about the Cadaverini families. Yeah. You don't want to cross them, or you's gonna wind up sleeping with the fishes. Once the Godfather finds out you've been dragging Violetta through the mud, he'll do you in. Sorry, I couldn't quite put it all together towards the end there.
He said that just like Viola, didn't he?
Get the feeling this might not be the right time to probe him about her. Alright, maybe I won't.
Or
It's too
maybe
dangerous to
I
press
do.
things without knowing where they might end up. I'd better just focus on gathering information at the moment.
Now then, Mr. Tigre, would you mind repeating your testimony from the beginning, please?
My time ain't free, you hear? You's better remember that. If I miss that bus, someone's gonna pay.
Yeah, you, for the bus fare.
Yeah. Tied up with
Yeah,
business, spent
yeah.
all my time in the office, well timed up. Temper lender. I don't know nothing about no murder. I don't buy that you haven't even heard of the incident that occurred at Trivia. You's got a big mouth, right? You was trying to say I was in on some mob hit? Is that what you trying to say? Where's your proof, then? Evidence. Yes. Well. For an attorney to make an accusation in court, he must have evidence. That's from loan shark to lawyer, a beginner's guide. Yeah, what?
Not check.
Ah, I see you're the studious type, Mr. Tigre.
He has
Very good.
He has officially read more law books than the Phoenix has.
Why don't you? Why did I take such a deep breath? Why don't you ask him to represent you sometime, Tricon?
What should I do? What should I do? Press
Execute
harder.
him, Phoenix.
More. Mr. Tigre, what do you want? If you wouldn't mind going into a bit more detail.
This is a dead end, Tricon. You know it. Remember the rules.
Man.
Pressing the witness without evidence to back up your attack is prohibited. As I said earlier, the court will impose a penalty for such behavior. Bailiff, you know what to do.
Pain.
Ow, my balls.
Now then, Mr. Tigre, do you mind repeating your testimony from the beginning, please?
My time ain't free, yeah. You's better remember that. If I miss that bus, someone's gonna pay. Alright, so we're only presenting evidence then. Present the fake badge in from his office. Fuck. Music doesn't stop. Damn it. Damn it. Penalty. Penalty.
Goes the nuts.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Lord.
Alright, well I'm gonna save here instead.
Save scum.
Alright. Know nothing about no murder, all my time in the office, got whales on it for lender tender, just ask Violetta. Badges used for advertising, found lying in tender lender. Man, those medical papers. Do I use the matches? All of my time in my office. Alright, let's try the matches. Man. Anybody else have any other ideas?
Yeah, I'm a little at a loss myself.
Alright, let's just try pressing here. Are you sure about that? We're talking about 1 month ago, you know. You see these teeth? That's how sharp my secretary is. Sharp? Is he talking about Viola Cadaverini? She writes everything in my schedule. December. Mainly in the office. That's what it says, so that's what I was.
That seems like a rather, sketchy schedule.
There he goes again. What the tiger did all December isn't the issue. What's important is what he was doing on the day of the murder, so now what? More? More?
I feel like...
Mr. Tigre, what do you want?
Oh, no.
If you wouldn't mind going into a bit more detail.
Dead end.
This is a dead end trick, fuck.
Objection! No! It's essential that we establish the witness's alibi accurately.
Ball.
I agree.
The victim was killed on December 3rd. Were you in the office that day, too? Maybe you ain't listening. Of course I was. I never set foot outside. I had meetings all day with a bunch of cats, wanted to do business with me.
Yeah.
I never seen that young kid before.
I do believe the witness's last statement was important. Mr. Gobo, if you please.
Mr. Tigre, the court asks you to add the last statement to your testimony.
Don't let an animal beat you. Be a man, Your Honor, and ask him yourself. The day he was talking about, I was in the office too. I never saw that kid before. The calendar.
Or like,
a horse.
Yeah.
Objection. Mr. Tigre, you claim you didn't know Mr. Glenelg. But it appears that Mr. Glenelg knew you. What? Mr. Elg left this little note on his calendar. Meet with the tiger. And the date? December 3rd.
December 3rd? That's the day of the murder.
What?
So, Mr. Tigre, I submit that you did indeed know one Mr. Glenelg.
Just
because
one.
on the very day of the incident, you met with him.
Rabble. Not
bad. He was actually not bad. Sorry. I was just messing with you to see how good you were.
Douche.
Did you hear that, Nick? He says you're not bad.
So you committed perjury for fun.
That's one compliment I can do without. Plus, he's lying through his teeth. No, he's lying with his mouth, Phoenix.
Witness, please remember that you're under oath. Lies will not be tolerated.
You just call me a liar? Is that what you're doing?
Well, I ain't calling you a truther.
You called yourself a liar.
Ruh-roh.
Did he really just say ruh-roh?
He really just said ruh-roh.
What is that? Ruh-roh. Like zoinks.
Ruh-roh Redux. I think this is right, Siri.
Redux, right.
Where's the Rudy?
Sorry. God Christ. That was really good. Oh, I want to be able to do this Scooby laugh. What fuck? Anyways, so. So you're saying fuck, this is the wrong voice. So you're saying that your claim to have never seen the kid before is the truth?
Yeah, I said I'm dead serious. You better believe that's the truth.
Then I'd say that gives me time to enjoy another cup of pure black magic. That is, while you testify for the court again, Mr. T. Raccoon.
Oh yes, would you mind indulging the court, witness?
Never actually met the victim. That's gotta be a lie right there. It's time I nailed this guy.
Giggity.
Whoa.
Not in front of the court.
Whoa.
Do it.
I ain't no liar. I never met Glenelg. There was some lame guy with that name, though. Wanted to borrow cash from me. I set up a meeting with the guy at my office, tend to lend him. I waited around for him, but he ain't never showed. I ain't never been to that Travian joint you here.
Ooh.
Are you literally
Bet.
there?
Matches for that.
Matches.
Yeah, see, that all seems perfectly logical.
Bet.
You've arranged to meet with the victim, but he didn't show up.
I've heard it's pretty hard to keep appointments when you're dead.
Very well. You may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
Sure. Didn't I tell you I got a big deal going down today? I ain't gonna make my bus now. I'm gonna have to take the express train. That bill's going straight to you. Right. The victim, Glenelg. Nope, 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 nope. Yes. Matches. Objection. Mr. Tigre, is there something you'd like to tell the court about these matches? Matches? What you talking about? We found them in your office at Tender Lender. They're from that restaurant. If you've really never been to Tribulations before, what was the book of the restaurant's matches doing on your desk? You've been snooping around in my stuff too, wise guy. What are you, my ball and chain? Ain't no broad controlling me.
Rabble.
Oh.
Alright. You little Saj.
Order! Well, witness, I think it's time you started telling the truth, don't you? So sorry, really sorry, please forgive me.
I ain't no pussy. Cat.
What? What?
I don't go back on what I said.
That's my ninja way.
It goes against my Nindo. Believe it.
Oh! I'm sorry, son. I totally did not see the voice roulette. It's time for voice roulette!
Oh no.
Oh no.
I
yes.
apologize. I did not have chat up because I have
Oh
the guide up.
no.
Alright, Alright. List randomizer. It's time. Abby, would you like to be part of it?
No, thank you.
Okay, you got it. Gabby, how about you?
Sure.
Okay. Alright. Me. Gabby. Becky, you in?
Yeah.
Cool. And there's Ian. Mark. Sam,
Yes.
Teamf. Mike. And ex-MILF and Cereal.
Howdy. I'll just be back in about 5 minutes, so if my name comes up.
Yeah, that's a long time.
Alright.
How long's the roulette go for?
10 minutes.
Okay, I'll try to be quick.
I mean, if you don't want to be part of it, you don't have to. But
Well, I want to, but I do need to go for a little bit.
you just got it, boss. Alright, randomize. Alright, so let's pull this up. Oh! I have something new that we can use. The actual voice roulette timer. on screen.
Ooh.
All right, Sam, you're gonna be Don Tigre.
Oh no. Okay.
Oh, you guys.
Those guys.
Oh. Well, that's okay. I was at the joint that day.
Gabby, you're Phoenix.
Oh, hell yeah.
Gender bend, right.
What? Nani?
But listen good, alright?
I'm a Luigi!
I still never met that kid.
Godot is enters.
Well. Looks like an order just came in for another testimony, baka.
No.
No, it can't be.
Like, I'm this close to proving it was him. He, like, did meet Glenn Elk that day, Scoob.
Like, yikes, Scoob.
And he did put the poison in his coffee, Scoob. He must have.
At Trace BN.
I was supposed to meet a kid at the restaurant that afternoon.
It's a me.
And when I opened the door to the joint, I saw an ugly scene. The guy was laid out over the table, stiff as concrete. I figured if the place wasn't hot already, it was gonna be, so I split.
Hey, what's the matter, you?
I heard the cops outside on my way out. On my way out, and I went straight back to my office.
Okay. I'm the judge. I'm Judg. I see. I didn't actually meet with him in the end, then. Well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
You're like, yeah, Your Honor.
Hold it. If I wait around here any longer, I ain't even gonna. I ain't even. I can't wait. No.
I can't even.
No more stupid question.
No problem. Anytime Tread presses on something irrelevant, I'll see that he pays a penalty. Believe it.
Mr. Godot, that's my job.
Your job is to slam that little hammer and call a guilty verdict.
Wink wonk.
So do it, baka!
Yes, sir.
Special Express ain't cheap, right? Just so we use to know since he's a paying. Look. For some reason, to voice this, my hands have gone in my pocket. Oh, Lord.
Oh, I forgot. I can't do what I normally do. Oops.
Oh, the meeting wasn't due to take place at, like, Tender Ledge event at all, so it's...
And the kid wasn't making a fuss about coming into the office. It's always that way when I want to talk about our payment. Even though I got the best punching bag you ever see if there are any issues.
Maybe, like, it's because of the punching bag that people are scared to come. So that's, like, why you decided to meet at Tribulations.
You're going over old ground again, Trade. You just earned yourself a penalty. Now suck it down.
What?
Oh my gosh. Like, sure, man.
You will suck down the penalty, Mr. Wright, and you will like it.
You will now suck on the long cock that is Flaw.
Don't you at that.
That's a super bad quote. Don't judge me.
Sir, may I have like 5 more?
Hold on, I'm gonna fucking...
Did he just say thank you to that?
Yeah. Thank you for the penalty, Your Honor.
I really appreciate it.
Is he okay?
Sorry, so one of the scene is laid out of a stiff as concrete. I'm gonna pause this as we try to figure out what next to do.
Could you just let it run 1 more second and pause it?
Let's try.
Please.
If it's gonna be if it's gonna be difficult, it's
Damn it! Damn it!
Not worth it. Boo hiss.
Wait. I can
Man,
fix this.
suck.
I can fix this.
Get good.
I can fix this.
We gotta turn back
I
time.
can fix that.
I'm gonna turn back time, Morty.
Oh, jeez, Rick.
I don't think I can fix this.
There is no God. We all are but liminal bodies in an endless
Cosmic
decaying
sheep to the
earth.
slaughter.
I think I'm sirens on my way out and went straight back to my office. The place wasn't hot already, it was gonna be, so I split. It was laid out over the table sticks of concrete. And I opened the door to the joint.
What did he see? Oh, we can't ask.
Supposed to be the kid. I don't know.
Actually, can you see the table from the front door
Oh,
on the floor plans?
probably not. Oh, he'd also, if he walked through the main entrance, Glenn's back would have been to him anyway.
Yeah.
Right, because there is a divider here.
Would it be the
You
floor
cannot-
plan or?
Yeah.
Yeah, wait, pull up that floor plan.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. It's all coming together. Open the door of the joint. I saw one of those. Resume roulette.
You saw a mirror.
You saw a mirror. Oh no. Floor plans. Objection!
It's my turn. Like, you're something of a loan collecting pro, aren't you, Mr. Tigray?
And no one escapes the clutches of the tiger. Shit.
Well, like, I'm something of a lie detecting pro. Like,
Sure.
and, like, no one escapes the Phoenix's clutches.
Oh my fucking god.
What a dweeb.
Weenie.
Damn, this new Phoenix is pretty fucking cool.
Like, I think it's time we got something straight, man.
You did it, Gabby. You made Mark snort.
What's that, Trite? A new line of irrelevant questioning?
Like, these are the floor plans of the crime scene. We're standing at the entrance, Mr. Tigray. From there, like, your field of vision would have covered an area something like this.
Indeed, the witness would have a clear view of the victim's seat. No.
Yeah, isn't that what I just said? I saw the back of the kid's head.
See, shit! Fortunately for you, like, that's not possible, man. Think back, you'll remember, like, the tables. Is it tall?
Why? That's true.
Like, look at the plans again. The truth is painfully obvious, Scoob. It's like the field of vision of any customer walking in.
Oh, we be sweating. Oh, we be sweating.
Like, from the entrance of Travian, you, like, couldn't have seen the victim's seat, man. But you did, like, see the victim that day because it was him.
Wrong. Have you forgotten the old man's testimony yesterday? The victim was alone at his table.
He was a phony baloney!
It's just proved the point to be moot. Meaningless. Witnessed by Mr. Kudo was not Glenelg.
He was a phony baloney!
What?
In order to have Mr. Kudo falsely testify.
Tim Allen, when did you get here?
He had just killed. That was charade.
Rabble.
Out of my power.
That will do. This trial has gone on long enough without the obvious question being answered. Who exactly was this real killer who impersonated the victim? You say the killer murdered Glenelg and then impersonated his victim in a performance for Victor Kudo. He's done.
In this case, Mr. Wright revealed the identity of this criminal to the court.
It's just Tigray, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just
Obviously. The killer is Furio Tigre. No one else could have done it.
Oh, what? Well, witness?
Now that's cute. You think you can pin this on the tiger? Maybe you don't understand. The tiger is the king of the jungle, so I dare you to say it again. Come on, you got the guts.
I'm pretty sure it's the lion.
I'm pretty sure that was the lion.
You
It depends on where you are.
I think
And
he
yet
needs to
tigers
see
live
the
in
Lion
jungles
King
and
movie.
lions do not.
You can't threaten me, Mr. Tigray.
The tiger sleeps tonight.
Moep, moep.
That movie is also made from a Western perspective.
That's
Also Hamlet.
It's the defense. Go ahead and tell the witness, Mr. Wright.
He's just fucking dead.
Mr. Wright!
Sounds to me like it must be you, man. You've got guts, I'll give you that.
Mr. Wright, do not leave me to handle this alone.
Perhaps I can end this embarrassment.
I need a G word.
A goose.
Grinch.
Mr. Gremlin.
Gumdrop.
Mr. Gold Goose.
Mr. Grundle.
Mr. Gremlins 2.
Not Gremlins.
Mr. Gremlins 2.
Gremlins! Let's fucking go!
My cousin's gonna be in the new one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
So Gremlins 3 is real.
It's Gremlins something, but it's not Gremlins 3.
They're making a Gremlin animated series. It's about Gizmo's origin and like how he met like the shopkeeper from the first movie.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so cute. Let's just go back over Mr. Kudo's testimony one more time.
Oh boy, can't wait.
The old man didn't see just the victim. No.
The servant girl brought him a Javicino, but she put something in it. There's no question about it. She very conspicuously put some white powder in there.
Was the victim he saw the real victim or not? That doesn't matter.
Yes, it does.
The fact remains, he saw the accused put the poison into the coffee.
Objection!
Very impressive, Mr. Godot.
Waiting for my absence to launch your attack.
Found your... Sorry. Found your pen at last, Triku.
It was in my pocket all this time. Ahem. But anyway, Mr. Kudo witnessed two people that day. He saw the victim, the supposed Mr. Glenold, and the waitress from behind.
Yeah. Your point, Mr. Wright?
I think the conclusion is obvious. If this Glenold was really the killer in disguise, then surely it's possible the waitress was also part of the show.
What? You mean the waitress was an imposter as well?
The defendant, Miss Bird, fell unconscious immediately after the incident. And someone used her fainting to hatch an elaborate plan to pin the murder on her.
Who on earth was it?
Who could it have been?
It's the Magadama, of course. It's
Mia Fey.
Yeah.
It's
What? Fuck off!
It's Mia Fey.
Just let me rest, goddammit!
No. That's not on me. That's on Maya. Violetta Cadaverini.
Who is this woman?
Her name is Viola Cadaverini. She's an employee of Tenderlender. He was making a big mistake. Do you know who Violetta's grandfather is? You better be going home in an armored truck tonight, if you know what I mean.
Stop shaking, Nick.
No, I can't.
I ride a bike.
Where was I? Yes, the defendant, Miss Bird, has stated the following.
Well, when I took the coffee over to the victim's table, it's true there was another customer in the restaurant. She was sort of creepy, and she had a kind of cackling laugh.
And Maggie, I'm trying to help you, but that's hearsay. There are just too many contradictions in this case.
That's not hearsay, because she's talking from her own experience.
Yeah, but
just given that was out of court. So
but
that is
Phoenix
hearsay.
bringing it up in court is hearsay.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
The second man at the victim's table, who nobody but Miss Bird seems to have seen. The earpiece worn by the victim in his left ear when that eardrum was ruptured. And the radio show he was supposedly listening to half an hour after it was over. There is only one logical explanation that clears up all of these contradictions. The whole incident took place twice, once for real and once for show. And Mr. Furio Tigre, the only person who could have committed the crime, is you.
Witness, what have you got to say?
That's cute.
Sorry?
You's alright. I could do with a guy like you around. What do you mean? Okay, I'm in on this game. I'm gonna have to charter a jet to get me to my meeting now, but I'm gonna give you one more thing to think about before I go. Something to think about? You's got it all wrapped up nice, alright? But you's missed out one real important thing. But that can't be. That's impossible. I was in the joint that day, and I met that kid too. I'm guilty of perjury like 4 times today. But I couldn't have poisoned him, you see it.
What? Do you really expect us to believe you now, Mr. Tigre?
What a troublemaker.
Troublemaker.
Looks like we're gonna need another one for the road. Glub glub. One more steeping steaming hot. One more.
Uno mas.
One more, yeah.
One
Thank
more,
you.
yeah.
Listen.
One more, yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Witness,
late.
you will explain yourself to the court. I will give you one more chance to testify. What happened that day at Tribulations between yourself and the victim?
Ties to the victim. Yeah, I loaned out cash, about $100,000. That day we was due to have a little chat. The kid had hit his payback date, see? So anyway, he tells me he's got no way to pay up. I'm about to flatten the guy when he starts screaming. Yes, I won $500,000. He got lucky, you know, real lucky. If that waitress hadn't done what she'd done, everything would have been over.
Now, I see that the principal amount you loaned Mr. Elg was $50,000.
Yeah, well, he's got the thing to take into account. Interest builds up fast, you know. That's faster than fast. $100,000 is twice his principal.
And the repayment deadline was December 3rd, the day of the incident in question.
Yeah, he was one lucky kid. Got that $500,000 just in time. So I ain't have no reason to kill the kid. And if I ain't got no motive, you ain't got no case. His motive. He has to have one, but what is it?
Isn't it the CD?
It's gotta be something with the CD. Husband's got no way to pay up. Alright, we need to know about the waitress. The waitress. You mean... the girl with the glasses in the defendant's chair. Who else could I mean? If she hadn't gotten in the way, things would have been bada bing bada boom, over and done with. Maybe I should push a little on this. Ask how things would have been? Explain to me what this bada bing bada boom means. What do you mean things would have been over and done with? He was all there or what? I'm talking about the cash. Cold hard cash. I was there to get my $100,000 back, that's all. I'm a businessman. It was all coming together before that waitress got in the way.
As far as I can tell from the witness's testimony, other than recouping his loan, Mr. T. Gray had no motive for killing the victim. Witness, you will amend your testimony to reflect what you just said.
The tiger's motive, huh? I was after the $100,000. I didn't have no other reason to kill the guy.
That's the CD.
The what?
The CD.
The CD. Yeah. Objection! So, you just intended to get back the $100,000, Mr. Elgoju, correct? I loaned the guy the cash, so that's my right. Unfortunately for Mr. Elg, I don't believe the $100,000 is what you were really after.
What are you getting at, Trite? What else would a moneylender be after other than money?
More money! Oh, the moneylender was after money, but money in a totally different league. The kind of money that a single disc like this would fetch. Dear...
Now, what is that?
It's my mixtape, Your Honor.
Damn.
I'm going to drop a beat.
Alright, Maya, lay down a fat beat for me. Excellent, thank you. A computer virus, Your Honor. A virus called MC Bomber.
A computer virus? What does one of those do?
This is the fourth time we were explaining what a computer virus is. A computer virus is a program that wreaks havoc on the insides of a computer.
A computer? What does one of those do?
Judge,
you absolute goo.
I guess the beard isn't the only part of his honor that is from the Stone Age.
Yeah.
I'll explain it to you later, Your Honor. Right now, this is the important point. A virus like MC Bomber would be worth several $1 million on the black market.
So several $1 million?
$1 million?
Lending money with no hope of ever seeing repayment would normally be bad for business, but in this case, the very fact that Glenelg had no way to repay the money is crucial.
What?
Glenelg was a programmer, a highly skilled programmer. That skill was the collateral Mr. Elg put up in order to borrow the money.
You're trying to suggest the witness motive was to get a hold of the program?
Exactly.
The witness may have poor fashion sense, but he is by no means an idiot, right? A man like him could get his hands on $1 million without resorting to murder.
Of course he could, provided that he had time. But what if he had needed the money right then? When the pressure's on, the luxury of choice tends to disappear.
It seems you have a logical conclusion for this theory, Mr. Wright. Would you care to share it with us?
Why did he need the money? The medical papers. In December of last year, you found yourself in need of a huge amount of money. About 6 months ago, you were involved in a traffic accident, weren't you? An accident involving a car and a scooter, in which a young woman was injured. She was taken to the hospital, where she underwent surgery. How much of this do you know? These medical papers document the treatment of the young woman in question. According to these, her operation cost $1 million. And yet, when
$1 million?
$1 million! And yet, when the payment was due last month, you somehow managed to pay it in full.
$1 million? A preposterous sum. Someone should sue these HMOs.
No one would pay a bill like that. If the medical association got wind of that, the hospital would end up instead as a morgue.
And this economy?
But Mr. Tigre had no choice but to pay, because his very life depended on it.
Rabble, rabble, rabble.
Rabble. Order! 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 You say his life depended on it, Mr. Wright?
Yes, indeed it did. Simply because the injured woman was none other than Viola Cadaverini.
Muted. Did you say Cadaverini?
Cadaverific.
Bruto Cadaverini, mob boss in charge of all underworld activities in the city, and doting grandfather to his precious Violetta, also known as Viola Cadaverini.
What?
Your life was in danger unless you paid compensation to the boss, correct? It makes sense. You were desperate to acquire the $1 million Bruto Cadaverini demanded of you. So desperate, in fact, that you decided to sacrifice Glenelg's life to pay your debt.
Rabble, 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 rabble.
On the day of the Mierda, Mr. Tigre's sole intention was to get his hands on this CD. Glenelg had no way of paying back the $100,000, and Mr. Tigre knew it. But then a miracle happened. The kind that Mr. Tigre would prefer to say never happened. But it can't, and neither can I.
The lottery win?
Exactly. At the 11th hour, Mr. Elg won $500,000 on the lottery, which left Mr. Tigre with no way of getting his hands on the all-important CD. At least no legitimate way. So, he resorted to illegitimate means.
That's crazy!
He murdered Glenelg, and then made his next move, to frame Maggie Bird for the crime. Mr. Tigre posed as Glenelg, while Viola Cadaverini played the role of Miss Bird. And then they reenacted the whole thing in order to establish a witness. The witness being the one we all heard testify yesterday, Mr. Victor Kudo.
Like I said... I'm so sorry. Like I said, Trunkun, that's crazy. No one could pull off a stunt like that.
Godot, how are you yawning? You've had 16 cups of coffee.
At this point in my life, it doesn't have the same effects.
Damn, he's old.
For starters, there's no way the chef could have kept in the... Fuck. There's no way There's no way, you know? That chef has a blabbermouth, my god.
Objection. But Mr. Armstrong was in on it from the very beginning. Have you forgotten already, Mr. Godot? Mr. Armstrong owed the witness money, too. $500,000, in fact. He had no choice but to go along with Mr. Tigre's plan.
Rabble.
Order! Order! Silence or I will clear the courtroom.
Yous put on a good show, Spiky. If yous want to stay alive in the loan shark business, you gotta be careful. You saying I dressed up like that kid, created a witness, and framed someone. If I did something crazy like that, I'd leave a trail as bright as my shirt. I ain't dumb enough to do something sloppy like that.
You got part of a wish enters. There's still a little more red under his shirt. It's not all white yet.
I agree.
Oh boy.
You do? Despite your appearance, you are very careful. That's why you took one more precaution. One more trick to make sure Miss Bird had no way out.
What? Another one, Mr. Wright?
Another one.
Interesting. Why don't you fill us all in, Trey? Okay.
4 bars.
What was the... Oh, shit.
Samscom?
No option 2.
Oh.
The paper badge.
What on earth is that? What an insult to think anyone could be fooled by such a childish imitation.
Pot meet kettle, Your Honor. Consider yourself insulted, Your Honor. Mr. Tigre, you didn't just pose as the victim on the day in question. A month ago, in this very court, you posed as me.
What? That's...
The truth.
But... the witness looks nothing like you, Mr. Wright.
That's what I've been trying to tell you all for the last 3 days.
Although, now that I think about it, it was you, wasn't it? No doubt it was you, standing there this very court a mere month ago. The Phoenix Wright who put up the most disreputable, shabby defense I've ever seen.
Rabble.
Can you prove that, Gramps?
No.
Prove the attorney who represented the accused here a month ago was this man? Are you prepared to take the stand and testify that it was him?
Cool. Hmm.
Come on, Judge, don't back down.
Hey! Forget about it, yeah? I wouldn't do something like that, not me. You made a mistake, right? It was someone else, huh? Objection! Have you no pride, sir?
None.
Yeah,
God damn it. This isn't a matter of pride. In case you didn't know, in case you didn't know, Tricoon, here in court, we deal with people's lives.
Mr. Gonads is right.
Your Honor.
Speaking for myself, I am absolutely convinced. The attorney in question was the witness standing before me now. However, I preside over this court as the judge, with the vested power to hand down a verdict. Someone in my position cannot be swayed by a memory without evidence to support it.
No!
Are you? Rabble.
Isn't it his own memory?
If the defense has no further evidence, the court will now excuse the witness.
Oh, man.
What? You absolute fucking buffoon.
I just love how everything's
It's time
like
for the lottery
hyper-stacked.
ticket!
Oh, man.
The circumstances surrounding Mr. Tigray are dubious for sure, but not conclusive.
But we've come so far.
You may have... You say he impersonated Glenelle. You say he impersonated you. But none of that adds up to a murder charge. You don't have a shred of evidence that the witness poisoned the victim's coffee.
Oh, no.
Gumshoe.
It's gumshoe time. It's gumshoe time. Making a gumshoe-shaped hole in the doors of the courtroom.
It's
Detective Shoegum.
Rabble.
Right here. No.
Oh, you know it's gonna happen and I'm still stressed.
Sucks to be you, right? Don't mess with the tiger, or you're gonna get mauled, you's got that. All we managed to do here was chase him around a little bit. So close to getting him to admit his own guilt. That was so close. Yet so close.
Looks like I won't be needing a refill.
If I just had one more piece of evidence. One more gumshoe-shaped piece of evidence.
Man, I just can't seem to find a packing spot.
One more piece of evidence, and maybe I could get Maggie off the hook.
Hey, how do I open this door again?
Maybe evidence shaped like hot dogs.
Is it push? Is it pull? I don't know.
Is it a push door?
Sorry, pal, I thought it was a pull door. For 5 minutes.
Validate parking.
I'm sure I have enough time to pick up a Kit Kat bar at the vending machine.
Oh shit, I left my ID at home. 1 second.
The witness's cross-examination is over. You are free to go, Mr. Tigray.
And
Rabble.
Gumshoe.
No.
Hold it.
No. Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Hold it.
You honestly.
That's me! Wait!
He's got his own key art!
It's Gumshoe, baby!
Gumshoe!
It's Gumshoe, baby!
It's Gumshoe time!
Detective!
Detective Gumshoe!
Sorry it took so long, pal.
Did he just knock over?
I staked everything on this. My badge, the works. So here it is. My heart's counting on this too.
It's Gumshoe time, baby!
What is it, Detective?
Isn't it obvious, pal? It's the final, decisive piece of evidence.
Rabble.
Damn, he is huge.
Gumshoe was a big man.
Yeah.
bad.
You'd think they'd get Tigray on assaulting an officer, but I guess not.
Gumshoe's barely an officer in their eyes.
Fair.
Sorry it took so long, Pale, but I finally got the results from the lab.
The results?
About the prince, pal, from the medicine battle.
Oh, so do you know who the prince belonged to now?
Do you think I'm some kind of hack detective?
Yep.
Don't answer that. Of course I know.
So, tell us. They're the tigers, right? I knew it.
You bet. Clear as crystal. All over the bottle. The Furo Tigray's paw prints, all right.
That's great. We got him now. What's wrong with you? You've hardly said a word since Detective Gumshoe got here. He's laid everything on the line for this, Nick.
I know. Look, I'm sorry. This is kind of hard to say, but it really doesn't make any difference whose prints are on that bottle now.
Huh? What? Why not?
What we need to produce at this stage in the trial is irrefutable evidence that the tiger put poison in Glenold's coffee. He's already admitted that he met the victim. The fact that his prints are on this bottle, that really doesn't make any difference now.
I knew it. Great. No matter how hard I try, I'm never any use.
Hey, don't be so hard on yourself.
This was our last chance to help Maggie. And I've been working on some useless piece of evidence the whole time. It's alright. I'm a real loser. It's not breaking news to me, pal.
Gumshoe, no!
This is hitting too close to home.
I'm kicking somebody's ass in your name.
Someone new?
Maggie?
Oh, it's gotta be. Is it Viola?
Yeah.
Oh, it's Maggie.
Maggie.
Detective Gumshoe?
Maggie!
You've been working on something for me?
I made you this hot dog.
Yes.
Oh my fucking god.
Sorry I let you down, Maggie. I know you didn't do it. And I'm a detective. We're supposed to be able to prove stuff like that. I'm really sorry. I'll get out of here now.
Detective Gumshoe, wait!
He's gone.
Is there anything we can do now, Nick?
I wish there was. Gumshoe worked so hard to get that evidence. If only there was some way I could use it.
I think it was like the 6th time Gumshoe put his life on the line for your case.
Yup.
Rabble.
Rabble.
Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor.
I granted you a recess so you could prepare this decisive evidence you've discovered.
Yes.
Don't keep us all in suspense, Tycoon. Show us. Naturally. We can assume it's evidence that will actually stand up in court. Can't we?
Think Phoenix. Don't let Gumshoe's hard work go to waste. How much more of my time are you gonna waste? I ain't been to no court before. But you lawyers sure know how to blow things out of proportion.
No doubt, given the nature of the evidence, it will speak for itself.
About that.
Nevertheless, you will talk us through it, Mr. Wright.
Well, I know I can't prove anything new with this evidence. I'm really backed into a corner here. But maybe if he thinks he's got me beat, he'll let his guard down a bit.
Don't keep us waiting, Mr.
Mr. Longer, any right? What if I just didn't present the fucking small bottle?
The
weenies.
Mr. Judge, Your Honor, may I bribe you with a plate of weenies, freshly cooked?
3 days ago.
Freshly cooked yesterday, and have been sitting in my coat pocket for all of about forever.
I call it Weenie de Phoenix.
They're both moist and really dry for no reason.
This is the defendant's final piece of evidence. Your Honor, naturally, the court is already aware of the contents of this bottle. However, interesting new information has come to light. We have clearly identified some fingerprints on it. Fingerprints belong to you, Mr. Tigre. What?
But Mr. Wright,
That's me.
what conclusion are you hoping to draw from this new information?
Everyone in here knows what this bottle contains. Except one man. One person in this courtroom should theoretically be in the dark. My prints are on that pansy-looking bottle? Is that what you saying? What the hell's in it anyway?
Yep.
A phony trial, a phony lawyer, and phony clues. Everything about this case has been phony. Seems like the perfect excuse for some phony evidence. Mr. Tigre, this is the decisive piece of evidence that will prove your guilt. Why? Because it contains Mr. Armstrong's oils.
Yeah, that's it.
The victim's ear medicine, toxic to ingest.
Potassium cyanide. This bottle contains potassium cyanide. Potassium cyanide.
Did that not come through when I said it?
No.
No.
Oh, sorry. Potassium cyanide.
The poison used to murder Mr. L, Your Honor. The poison for Glenn. The poison devised specifically to kill Glenn. Glenn's poison.
And Cusco.
The victim's killer used this very bottle. And on this bottle, Mr. Tigre, we found your fingerprints. Well, how do you explain that? You make a good clown, you know that? What? You ain't never gonna get this to stick. He's just making me laugh now. You think a cheap bluff like that's gonna fool the tiger? A bluff? I can see straight through you, Phoenix, right? That ain't the bottle with the cyanide in it. No. This is the bottle we found traces of the poison in. Don't mess with the tiger or you're gonna get ripped to shreds. The cyanide bottle was brown, and it was made of glass. That cheap piece of trash.
Bruh.
You fucking idiot.
Don't look nothing
Was
like
that
it.
easy?
The cyanide bottle.
I can't fucking believe that was it.
Wow. That was it.
Holy shit.
Amen.
We got him. At last.
Got him.
Magadama.
Oh my god, what an idiot.
What? Why's everyone gone quiet? I said that bottle. Is this the bottle you're referring to? Yeah, that's it. That's the bottle the cyanide was in. But yous ain't gonna find my prints on that bottle. Don't let that cozy-looking suit fool you people. That lawyer's just playing games. Tell him, Mr. Prosecutor. Tell that guy where to go.
You still haven't figured it out? Don't you realize what you just said?
What I said? What did I just say? You were summoned to this court for the first time earlier today. If you really had nothing to do with the murder, you shouldn't have known all the little details. For instance, you shouldn't have known what kind of bottle the potassium cyanide was in. But just now, you slipped up in front of every single person in this courtroom. You described the exact bottle used by the killer to hold the poison. You still know what you was used this messing with. I'm the Tiger. I control millions of dollars on the black market. You think I'm gonna let some jumped up suit get the better of me? Sure. The last piece of evidence was phony. But that's just what you deserve. The phony trial with a phony lawyer. It was all played out by you. The biggest phony of all.
Gasp.
I found you, Faker. But
You caused the power outage.
Oh my lord.
oh my god.
Oh, what's going on?
They're gonna kidnap Maya.
Oh, it's the computer virus.
Oh, it's
Oh no.
It's the computer.
It looks like a blackout in here, yeah?
Good job. God damn.
Well done, Draken.
You can't see me crying because I don't have eyes. And Furio Tigre is gone.
I saved my 17th cup of coffee just for you. Favorite.
Oh, he's still here. Okay.
He has been turned to stone by the Gorgons.
While you watch the police restrain
Damn,
your
dude,
prey.
his face. Rabble. Rabble. Rabble.
Mr. Wright, you caught a tiger by his toe, but if this one hollers, he won't be let go.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
No, Eenie Meenie was in the second game.
Got him.
Oh, Mo was in the other game. Wait, that was a game before. Fuck, never mind.
Now then, how are things going with Mr. Tigre, Mr. Go-Go?
Power Rangers. He's being arrested on suspicion of the murder of Glenn Elg, Your Honor.
Fortunately for us, we managed to rectify a very grave error.
What do you mean, we?
This bird was found guilty in the absence of a genuine defense attorney.
Yes, she was.
What do you mean we? You speak in French. We did all that shit.
And in the, and in the evidence of genuine shit.
Absence.
And in the absence of genuine evidence.
No. And in the evidence of genuine absence.
Shit.
In the absence of shit, evidence.
But the tiger made one mistake.
Indeed. He very nearly got away with everything if it wasn't for one slip of the tongue.
We've caught Mr. Tigre on a slip of the tongue. We caught fucking Luke Atney on a slip of the tongue.
Furio Tigre is truly a frightening criminal.
The truly frightening one is that defense attorney over there.
Boo!
Go, Dot.
Well, I'm now in a position to deliver my verdict. This court finds the defendant, Maggie Bird,
Not guilty.
Finally. About God.
Rabble.
Yay.
Woo! You know, because of the confetti, I'm amazed when someone's
That is
declared
all.
guilty. Someone doesn't
Bring
come
out the
and
dance.
No. Mark, what you brought up reminded me of what Enters told us earlier today. What if the judge said, "I now pronounce you guilty," and production got it wrong and put the confetti anyway?
They declare you innocent and someone comes up and just like fucking shoots you.
I now declare the defendant man and wife.
One of the funny thing is that I think in the there was a live action adaptation, the first game of Phoenix Wright, and like in his first case, it was completely abbreviated. But like when he got like Frank saw hit guilty, it was like, hooray, Larry Butts is innocent. And this old woman just waddles out from the corner and just fucking throws confetti at Phoenix. Just like a handful of confetti.
I wish that was in the game.
I do too. It would be funny.
Mr. Right! Hey! I'm at a... iCloud, get out of here! I'm at a loss for words. Thank you, sir.
Congratulations, Maggie.
I was so mad when Mr. Right landed me in all that trouble a month ago. But now I feel like I can forgive him.
I didn't do anything wrong. It wasn't me. It was the tiger. Weren't you listening?
Look, Nick, in the doorway.
It's Miles Edgeworth.
It's Jesus.
Oh.
Hello.
Oh, it's Gumshoe.
Oh shit.
Oh, it's Detective Gumshoe.
Hello. It's not Edgeworth. Me.
Wait.
No.
Detective Gumshoe?
Oh, yeah. Congratulations, Maggie.
Thanks.
Why?
Oh god, I can't.
I knew you were innocent all along.
Why didn't you say that in your testimony then?
That's conjecture. Huh? Oh, well, I was... Well, guess I'll be heading off then. See you around.
Wait up, Detective.
There goes my
Ran
hero.
off.
Maggie, why are you being so hard on him? He busted his butt for you.
Yeah, making all these
He gave us
weenies.
And all his weenies.
I can't sit anymore.
So many hot dogs that he made for you that we had to eat. It's thanks to him that we got the medication bottle.
That wasn't even any of... That was... Fuck off! I don't owe him anything! It's only because Mr. Wright used it so cleverly. Detective Gumshoe was just running around in circles.
Poor guy. Looks like she still isn't ready to forgive him.
Can't you put it in a good word for him, Nick?
Yeah, Maya's right. I should help Gumshoe out. It's clear he needs it. He's been a bro for 3 games.
Oh, those fucking weenies.
Maggie, you know, Detective Gumshoe's been really worried about you through all this.
I wanted to believe that, sir. But on the first day of the trial, he practically gave the judge a free pass to lock me up.
He didn't have any choice, Maggie. He's a detective. He has to report the facts.
He doubted me, that's why. He thought I might have done it.
I've got to prove to
I
her
got him.
that
Oh.
Gumshoe really cares about her. I know. I'll give her a little
The
present
weenies.
to celebrate her freedom. The
Ah,
Magadama.
Give her the weenies, you fool.
The lunch special from
Is there
JVN.
anything else but the weenies?
Don't you dare.
Give her the
Potassium
weenies. She
cyanide.
deserves the weenies.
Mmm, delicious. The fake lawyer's badge.
The water.
Here you are. A present to celebrate your freedom.
I can't believe you just gave her the weenies again.
Isn't that what you want when you get out of prison? Weenies and rice?
A present from Detective Gumshoe, made with a ton of love and a ton of weenies.
A metric fuck ton.
A metric fuck ton of weenies.
He said you lost weight and he was worried about you.
Gumshoe. You slut. I actually really like weenies, you know?
I don't like that you said that.
Everyone loves weenies.
Maggie Bird loves weenie.
Detective Gumshoe loves weenies. Phoenix loves weenies.
Phoenix is a weenie.
Phoenix is the biggest weenie.
Edgeworth
He's
loves
the only
weenie.
Cannibalism?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Did you hear that? I'm pretty hungry myself, you know.
Yeah. Trial dragged on a bit today, didn't it?
Feedback.
Is it okay if I eat this now?
Oh.
Aren't they so good? How is it, Maggie?
It's really good.
The tears add to the flavor.
Really nice. The salt. Oh, delicious.
So the case of phony versus genuine comes to an end. The false allegations surrounding Maggie have all been cleared up. And who knows, maybe a whole new chapter of her life is about to start.
The crimes of
I don't think she
decency.
shows up again.
Batman
Unfortunately, she was arrested again after being framed for highway robbery.
The end.
Yay.
Crimes against decency.
And guess what's next?
Executed.
Oh,
it's not just any boy.
Oh, it's Edgeworth in his fancy suit. Holy
Somebody
shit.
gets shot off of a bridge?
I'm young again.
Oh my god.
Yo,
This
it's
is-
sexy.
this is-
What's his face?
This is a past case.
Yep.
Oh.
Oh my god, is it gonna be me again?
So, all we have next week is Turnabout Beginnings, because it is just Trial Part 1 and Trial Part 2. And then...
That's it?
Yeah, the last case is long.
And then we have Bridge to Turnabout. The last case in the trilogy.
Oh shit. Yay.
Oh my fucking
With 9 parts.
Oh my.
9 parts, huh?
9 parts.
Isn't that the longest so far?
So we'll finish this by Christmas.
I mean, if we do... I mean, depends on
No,
how
oh,
long...
really?
How long or short the investigations and trials do. Because typically, we can do, like, Trial Part 1, Trial Part 2, but, like, if investigations go long, I'd say end of September we'll probably be done with this.
By the way, Mark.
Yes.
Funny thing. The longest case actually is in Spirit of Justice.
Oh god, really?
Yeah,
The worst
Spirit
is
of
yet
Justice.
to come?
The final case of that game apparently takes, I think, 12 hours and is one of the longest episodes of Ace Attorney.
Oh my god.
12 hours.
We're not going to get there for a long time, so it's fine.
Yeah. And then I guess we have to decide what we want to play next, because do we want to do we just want to go into the Apollo trilogy? Do we want to go into the Edgeworth games?
I mean, depending on if we have this wrapped up by October or not, like the beginning, we could do something Halloween-y themed, like
Yeah, we're not doing Doki Doki Literature Club again.
Well,
I
we already
promise.
did that one, so there's no sense of doing it again. But there are
Honestly,
more Halloween games.
I'd be down
Into
to
the
just.
woods.
We could do Into the Woods. Into the Woods would be really cool. I would
Oh,
also
sorry,
be
Night in the Woods. Night in the Woods. Sorry.
Oh, Night in the Woods. Yeah. I would also be down to just play Monster Prom.
Yes, I would like Monster
I mean, Monster
Prom.
Prom's a good filler when we don't like have anything. I
Monster
would
Prom-
be down for like
yeah.
another visual, like a longer
Yeah.
visual novel too in between. I don't know which ones though, because I've kind of like tapped the repertoire of the ones I've played and known. So
maybe we can
There's
make
not
like a
many
list.
that carry the same like visual novel charm as Phoenix Wright. Yeah. Honestly, there's very few.
Yeah.
But, honestly, we could all take turns digging and looking for stuffs.
Yeah, well, we can see what we can find, because I mean, there are a few options out there that we may have, because like, actually, what do I have? Because I know there was like 2042 random access memories, which features Dana from Valhalla. I think it's a different type of game. I don't know if it's quite visual novel-y. I'd need to like do some research into that. Other than that, I'm not certain what other
So
games
they
are.
aren't voiceover games, but games like The Quarry or like Until Dawn. Big caveat being is that they aren't like voiceover. So
they're
we-
fully voiced, but it's at least
Yeah.
like a group we make the decisions of a game.
Yeah.
If we want a bit a little bit more of a casual thing to do, I still like the idea of the friend lock Pokemon.
Oh,
Nuzlocke.
that's true.
That one, it's very less story oriented because it's really Dan playing through the
Pokemon.
game. But it would be fun because I just think that this would be a great group to be like, hey, you get to be you're one of Dan's Pokemon that you catch, and you're the one who gets to make the decisions on what moves to use and what moves to learn and stuff. And if you die, you're just dead. So
I think the best thing about that is I mean, we're like, yeah, there's dialogue, but only Dan can, like, there's dialogue in the game, but at least we can like just chat still.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I mean by like relax is definitely have more opportunity. To chat.
I just remember this one. Dream Daddies is a game that was made.
Oh,
Dream Daddy's also an
right.
option.
That is very
Yes.
true.
That is true in this game.
Yeah. So once we're done with this, I think we should do Night in the Woods because Gabby and I have been playing this quite a bit, and the characters are really good and very charming. And
Is that the one I'm thinking of with the
with the
little
cat.
animal folks.
With the cat.
Yeah. Oh, that game is so. Oh, fuck yeah, that game is so good. Yeah.
I'd definitely be down for
All
that.
I had to say, it's with the cat.
Enters, I really need you to voice Dan, what's his name?
I don't remember the one you just sent the gif
The
of
fox.
to me. Yeah. Well,
The fox.
It's been a while. I watched like Jesse and Dodger play it. I think back in the day.
The gay one.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Is he like the best friend?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, yes.
Him.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Fuck yeah. He's a cool guy.
Yeah.
All right. That will be on our docket. We'll probably take a little break after this game. I mean, I don't know how long Night in the Woods actually is because we haven't actually finished it.
It's not very long. We just take a long time.
We do
Oh
just
yeah.
take a
Like
long time.
it would definitely. I think it would take us probably like a month or two.
All right. So starting in October, we'll do that.
Yeah.
But at the end of this game, I want to watch the anime front to end with everyone.
Yeah.
Like
that would be fun.
It doesn't have to be on a Monday. I mean, probably won't be on a Monday, but I want to watch the full trilogy anime and see what transpires differently.
So glad we have like the post-life experience, so we could scream at Phoenix for not knowing the answer.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna kill the stream. Good night, everybody.
All right, and I'm going to bed now. Good night.
Good night, friends.